I am like ridiculously terrible at dice, dude. They don't either. They don't either know how to code. I think they're just understaffed, man. I think they're understaffed. The main problem with staffing at Iron Mace is having that court case, like a guillotine over their head, which, hasn't been a problem. Like, their reputation can start to improve. So honestly, the ability for SDF to work on a new project, to try to get some new eyes, new investors, new talent in the Iron Mace bullpen is actually it means they have to like start doing the work again, Let's see. What did Dry say? The problem with the game is that it's just a convoluted battle royale set in a dungeon, and the devs are too afraid to admit it. I agree. The game is better when it's a dungeon crawler. It's worse when it's a battle royale. Everyone's played a battle royale. There is no other dungeon crawler extraction game. And there's plenty of old source material to pull from for the dungeon crawler thing. Like, there's plenty of other ideas you could just steal from of games that are, like, completely out of copyright. Let me see what you guys are saying. I feel like when they left Nexon, the people that left weren't developers. Maybe they were designers. I mean, maybe you guys know, but obviously they don't have a workhorse of programmers. They definitely don't have a workhorse of programmers. And something that happened is basically they were a small team and were just trying to get the game up and running and, like, cooking. And so because of that, they basically accrued, like, years' worth of tech debt that is going to take even longer to solve. Legal ESP is the best example of this. Mobs bugging out is another example of this. Very poor foundation of code base. They've sort of talked about, that's why the inventory stuff took so long. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just tech debt. Like, dude, they made the game in a Brazilian jiu-jitsu dojo. So your rogue post on the Reddit subs was shown by the stream? Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm crossing up all my thresholds, I'm trying to get the guild message out there. Over here, I only play Rogue. I'm the only streamer, as far as I know, that only plays Rogue. I've only ever played Rogue. I occasionally have messed around with some of the other classes, mostly just to learn them. Yeah, nice. Appreciate that, Rhea. I don't suppose I can use a Rogue kit. Senior Father, you need a kit? I'll give you a kit. An arena kit? You can use my arena kit if you'd like. I'm only going to be online for the cast. So either return it to me by the end of it, or give it back to me whenever. But I'll hand it off to you. Meet me in the trade. How many hours do I have in Dark and Darker? About 8,000, close to 8,000. Yo, Gonzo, dude, with the sub, dude. Let's go. 2 months. Save the train, dude. Save the train. It's 90%. How much to call off sick for the next few days? It doesn't work like that at my job. But I mean, I'll be around this weekend, and we'll be around next weekend. Ooh, Gonzo with a gifted. Let's go, dude. The hype train is finished. What are we looking for in this Q&A? We are looking for Rogue mentioned. What's the passphrase, dude?
The guild appreciates your
Yo, Slidos, appreciate the gifted, brother. The shadow is long. Close. But no cigar. Yeah, so in this Q&A, really the only thing I'm interested in is updates about the next wipe. Record incoming chat. Get it. Yo, what up, Lynn? He's in Chinese. Chinese traditional? He's got the ice fang. It's big. Are we looking big tanky? We're looking armor pin. We're going armor pin. Armor pin, definitely the more consistent option. Headshot damage, a little bit more style. Dude, the hype train did get saved, dude. You're in simple. Oh, okay, all right. I'm looking at a different one. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize that they were trying to trad, dude. Okay, W, dude. V4, nice. That makes more sense, dude. You got the dagger in the right hand here. Headshot. That's what I like to see. 3.6 headshot, 2 fizz power, 3 edgy, 3 strength, 1.3 action speed. Not bad. 2 fizz power here. I don't know about the double stacking fizz damage bonus, but you have 2 on both, so that's like, it's too good to unroll. But it's only 4%, you know. Double fizz power. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Not bad. I would change, on the tattered cape, I would change the 1.5 fizz damage bonus to headshot damage bonus. 1.5 is like negligible. Nice. If it's 2, it's like, if it's 2 or close to 2, did you miss the Mage stream? There is a VOD of it on YouTube, I do believe, Lenkov. It's also there might be a VOD of it on Twitch also. Yeah, not bad. I would see if you could get frostlights here. And those are nice, dude. I think you could probably get a purple rondelle with fizz power and headshot damage. You definitely want a headshot damage roll here. You definitely want one on your tattered cape for sure. You could probably also re-roll the 1% action speed as headshot as well here. But that's really all I would change. Other than that, I mean, at this point, you're kind of just like, you know, you're the small amount of changes that you make are not gonna change. Are not gonna make the build feel that different. I'm 50 with Dagger Mastery. 50 is nice, dude. 50 is good. But the thing is like, because you don't have really high armor pin, which you can't really get in a purple kit. You know, maybe you have a Fang swap in. Headshot damage you can get pretty high because you can build Fangs of Death. 33% with thrust. I mean, it's not bad, dude. Lucky 33 also. I mean, you're probably what? Like if you're running into a tank, you're like 5-6 tapping him, maybe 4 if it's all headshots. Hard to not hit arms when they're swinging. Yeah, the first 2 hits are not great. The last hit is nice. 4 hit mostly, yeah. I mean, if you're 4 hitting, that's great. It's hard to build more damage to the point where you're 3 tapping. Yeah, let's see what's in the hype chest. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. The Goblin Jam emote. A good one, dude. Incredible, dude. Incredible. Oh, yeah, dude. That's stupid. He's too green to be a goblin. He looks more like a frog, which is also okay. Playing with my 32 damage purple stiletto? Yeah, I know. Daggers have been basically, you know, beaten down. Slid into the gutter. If you don't hit it, it's wasted potential. That's true, but if you hit one, Especially on the reason why headshot damage is good is just because of the last hit on the Castilian. So if you miss the first two, it's not that big of a deal. But that last hit on the Castilian has a big, like, combo bonus coefficient. So that's a multiplier plus physical damage multiplier plus headshot multiplier, which is what gets that last stab number so high. I'm ass though. So my like theory or the like methodology for playing a game like this is oftentimes try to set yourself up for playing the best you can possibly muster, you know? Sure, you will most likely fail and, you know, make mistakes. But, you know, if something's good but requires skill to use it anyway and try to develop that skill through failure. We got a little bit of time. We could run. I want to run this kid. Dad, Ozzy, dude, I have the same birthday as Ozzy Osbourne. This is why I use back attack. It's hard to master, but boy, it's a lot of extra damage. Really good in teams also. Really good in teams. The only thing that's a bummer about it is it's very difficult to hit a head from behind. You can hit the ass, though. I should change it to ass damage. People duck with back, yeah, and they're all hunchbacks and stuff. You can do it with double jump, but then, you know, then you're also running double jump. And when you land, they're faster than you. If you're hugged on top of them with one dagger out, you'll hit their head. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, bow. Bow. Let's get in there. We'll play one. Yo, it's 10 fire tiers or whatever for the squat emote, which is a bummer. Squat emote looks pretty good in my mind, but 10, they're going for 30, 40K each. 400,000 gold for an emote. Doable. Is poison not worth running considering what you could run with it? I think poison's always worth running. Especially because you're also running rupture. So the synergy between the two is nice. You definitely can experiment. You don't have to run it. It's kind of predicated off of if you are going to use more ranged in arena. First hit counts for nothing is a bummer. Full burst damage instead of poison? Yeah, for sure. It definitely works. Absolutely. Especially at the upper end of gear. Why give us negative magic bonus and not true magic poison? I mean, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things rare that you could ask questions about. Hide mastery? Hide mastery is really nice in arena. It's very good in arena. Because you can be invis a lot more often. I get a lot of kills off of poison weapon. It has often secured me a kill. Which is why I just always run it. A penguin. Well, I have no idea where he went. But I'm sure he'll appear somewhere close to me and kill me. Yeah, what Rare said. Hidemaster's really good in Arena. You're just in Viz more often, so people don't know where to shoot fireballs at. Which is pretty nice. I mean, am I mogging this guy or what? That was kind of a fun mini game. Mr. Goopy. Impossible to loot now. Okay, we got him here. Alright, he can have the rest of that back. Where's the druid at, dude? It felt like he was shooting directly at my rapier. He's trying to break my rapier in half. Yeah, dude, but if I hit it on the tip, you know, like, that's like the strongest point. Okay, well, I feel like that guy wasted a significant amount of time. We got 6 minutes until the stream, dude. Yo, I should have made a bingo card, but also Iron Mace is going to be late. Right? They've been 15 minutes late to the past 2 Q&A streams. How? It's like, realistically, it's probably like 20 minutes. But according to, you know, what they've said, 5. Purple crab. Let's go kill some turtles. I like turtles. You know, it's me. Me. The answer to your question, Ray Trick, is me. Is this like Iron Mace related or anyone from anywhere? Because it's also my wife. Maybe Jesus? I feel like Jesus is a good answer. Still waiting for him. Wow, Hitler. Nice. The mustachioed man. Always late, huh? Probably pretty common feat amongst artists. What if Paul's just SDF in a suit? I mean, I've already had that thought before, Orange Juice. I know everybody hates SDF. I actually kind of like how, like, bulletproof the guy is. Well, I mean, that's maybe the wrong use of bulletproof. But, like, maybe bullet sponge is a better thing to say about him. The guy's just soaking hate for so long. Strategic lateness. Himmler made him do it? What a bunch of weirdos, dude. It's probably for the bit of, like, relief. The feeling of relief, right? The crowd is getting angsty. People are getting angsty. Where is he? Said he was going to show up, and then he shows up, and you're like, oh, great. You know, so the feeling that you immediately start with is, like, is relief. Yeah, they're pretty weird, and they probably live on the dark side of the moon, and that rocket ship probably went to go say hello to them. See what they were up to. I was saying earlier about, like, kind of the state of Iron Mace and being able to hire. Like, the main thing that would make this game better, faster, would be if they could hire more people. But there's definitely, like, a lot of weird corporate espionage that has happened to them. I mean, they effectively didn't steal the game, now proven in a court. And, you know, we're, basically just had to pay the, like, oh, you're a new company tax to Nexon. Big Patch 69 supporter myself. Oh my god, dude. I think it's possible at one point they may have had 100 employees, but they definitely didn't have 100 devs. I hate these little fish, dude. That's the thing that doesn't make very much sense to me. They have a product that's kind of on the ropes. Lots of legal battles, which equals rest in peace money. What do you mean by rest in peace money? And then they announce, hey, we're going to split teams. SDF is going to make his dream project. I wouldn't say it's necessarily his dream project. And it could also just be a small project. You know, it could be like indie game style, deck builder sort of thing. It doesn't have to be, like, as grand of a project as this one. And honestly, that's not a bad idea. Even though, yes, they are going to split resources a little bit that way. But they need to do something to basically promote the company. Sort of change their reputation. Oh, come on, dude. Change their reputation in Korea. So that they can hire more people. So that they can do both projects. No. These things are such a pain, dude. Same, dude. The first couple of times, the jellyfish fried my arse, dude. What was that sound? Dude, all the sounds on the water map are so annoying, dude. He's gonna make a ooh-woo NSF. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, my God. I hope he does. His dream game. Cat girl discipline simulator. Ah, yes, this game came to me in a dream when I was but a lad. Hope they give Rogue some banger changes. Yeah, don't we all? We need him, man. And honestly, the rest of the game needs Rogue to have changes. Rogue is sort of one of those fantasy classes that it's like, I'm not even going to bother with a pile, dude. Let's get out of here. Well, we got a little bit of time, I suppose. SDF chair in the bedroom, dude, is crazy. You so crazy. So like, yeah, Rogue is like a premier class of the fantasy genre. It is a class that sort of everyone is fond of. That many players of many video games, fantasy-related games. Oh my god, what a nightmare we've got going on here. Are like, I'm a rogue-only player. Every MMO I play, I always play rogue. There's many people that are like that. The QnA is up, already left and watching. Nice, dude. We'll be watching it in a second. Is it actually up? Are they talking? Or is it like they're waiting? Because that's two different things. We're about to screen cap in a second. Let's get out of the dungeon. Paul is mumbling in a hound skull. This is important. Okay. I didn't think this game was gonna take so long. Pro is just lying, not up yet. Dude, don't trick me, man. I can't handle being tricked right now. I'm operating off of 3 hours of sleep and did massive fucking manual labor today, dude. Never come near me or my son again. Nice, dude. We should get out and just prepare anyway. We can yap for a little bit if we need to. Man, the weather in this map is so good. It looks so nice. Check the lore channel. Yo, the lore's not nasty. He's just a punk rocker, dude. Is it actually up? I love what's happening here in the chat, dude. I'm too sorry. Yo, Bleachy, we're on the way, dude. We're on the way. Ah, dude, the lightning is scary. Holy shit. I think the only thing people dislike about this map is fighting underwater against ranged projectiles. They're not on the Iron Mace account? Iron Mace? What are they doing, dude? Who's streaming it? Is the lore like the streamer of it or something? What's going on, dude? Help. I need an adult. It always is like this with them. Yeah, I don't see the Iron Mace account up either, dude. We'll do this for now until I can find the channel. Thanks, so bad. They're doing it on 100 pences. I got it. No sound, probably.
On, bring it into the arena. And then the thing is, we want it, just have fun. You no gear fear. Go in there, you play, you lose. There's no MMR for that. It's just, hey, just go in and just beat each other up.
Everyone can play with everyone. It
Now
doesn't
we're
matter
locked
your
in.
rating. You can play with all your friends, with all your classes. You can share your gear.
Yeah,
you
dude.
can practice with your artifacts.
Yeah,
Hold on
yeah.
to your artifacts, people. We are going to learn how to play with them and get a lot of joy out of it. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be invisible. It's going to be Death Bloom. It's going to be
Popping the
echoing
mic,
screams.
dude. He's popping the
Hell
mic,
yeah,
dude.
I
Tell
love
him to
this.
settle down.
It's going to be big in the arena.
Was he in the dugout, dude?
All right, stop. Sorry.
So
W webcam
build
mic,
on
dude.
that-
Holy shit.
to build on
Boost
that.
artifact drops.
Yeah.
Oh,
Important thing is you can play every day.
Yeah, so you can play. It's going to be open. The arenas is going to be open until the day before the wipe, and then on top of that, we want people to just be in the dungeons.
Dude, Paul is
It's
actually
like a
doing
festival, right? So,
Harvey Dent.
in the dungeon itself, we're
He's
just boosting up
half-faced,
the
dude. He's
drop
two-faced.
rates. So artifact drop rates is going to be doubled.
He's dark
What is
sided.
it?
How to reach you?
So hey, for people that have
Spirits
some
seem
of
high, that's good.
hardest, the quests that are still remaining, there's going to be a boost to all the hunting loot drop rates.
I know the Tears of Volcano.
Yeah. So like especially, so he came to me this morning. He's like, "What are we gonna do about the Tears of the Volcano?" Right? So we're upping that too.
There's going to be something for the Tears of the
Volcano, yeah, to drop more frequently. And then the last thing is like, hey, if for people that haven't got their demigod, or the race up on the adventure rank, is we're gonna give a big boost to the adventure rank points during this last.
Yeah, it's kind of
as
What are we?
lead into
We're
that,
doing full
season.
whole
We wanna
hand
just,
holding
like,
mode now.
Have a festive mood about that.
That
right?
is a festival. So not only do you get
I
more chance
guess,
to go
I
and find
guess.
some artifacts if you don't have them, you can trade them with your friends.
They're
which
doing
is
everything they
cool as
possibly
well.
can to get everyone to
And you
come
can
back.
get in the arena. It'll be full wide
Makes
open.
sense.
That is really, really exciting news. So yeah, good stuff, man. W right there. We're not going to lose our artifacts in the arena this time. Chad, that's exciting, and also the incentive to get into the dungeon because I love bossing, so I'm very thankful. for
SDF
that.
looking down with regret.
Moving on to
It
some
was a
more
bad
fun
idea.
topics. So that's the end of this season.
He says in his own head.
Do we have a date? I think there was a couple people that asked about the date. I want to try to keep up with the chat.
I don't have to grind so hard next season. Yeah. I mean, rare, dude. I would say all bets are off,
Arena
dude.
starts. It's gonna be, I think the tournament. So we have the
You never know.
final, the
Week
arena,
to
the
get to
actual
Warlord.
season. So that's gonna be that weekend, 17, 18, 19, and then after that is when the arena season ends, and then now we just open up like the.
So the 20th, basically,
Yes.
April 20th through the end of Wipe, which is the 28th is the new season.
20. Yeah, so I think it might be, we might end it a day early just because for like.
To get ready for the next
Yeah.
Oh yeah, SDF's phone
the
is
season
burning.
transfer. All right.
Nice.
So that is really exciting. We have a lot of fun stuff. Honestly, for me, the end of Wipes is a lot of times my favorite time because you do have all those artifact battles, and now we're gonna have a lot of things to do with it. Moving
Artifact
on
Arena
a
is a
little
pretty
bit
good
to,
time, but some of the
we'll get to
artifacts
balance,
are
but I
not
wanna get
equal
more
to the others.
next season and
Okay.
some exciting things. So let me dive in here a little bit. What are you most excited for in this next season? What kind of let's start with, are we going to see ranger skills perks? Are we going to see rogue skills perks?
Yes.
What classes?
Yeah,
are
let's
we
be
looking
honest,
at
it's
during
Rogue
season
Ranger,
two
not
moving
Ranger
into
Rogue,
season
okay?
9, first of
Okay, let's get it
So,
right.
that you can tell us.
Yeah, so the overview is, you're spot on the money, is that those are the two. Again, earlier we did we made the promise that we were going to try to get it out this season.
It was a quick season, though. This was one of
Yeah.
the shortest seasons we've had.
So I think I'll also dive into that too. Is
Pretty
the-
cool that this guy's a fan of the game
little bit
and
of
gets to
changing
hang out
strategy
at the
on
Iron
the
Mace
late
studio with the
season,
boys, you
at
know?
least, in the
It's
near
kind of
future.
nice.
But first of all, yeah, it was a little bit a shorter season. The previous one was over 5 months, right? And so I think it got a little bit too strung out, right?
Yeah.
This one, it feels a little bit short, but I think, okay, there's a strategy to this, and we want to use the season, the next white, to push out like, oh,
Win baseball
Here's
event in game.
a point where we make a little bit of a jump each time, right? And then throughout the season, we did the hot fixes.
He's
right?
that
And we're
good,
kinda
huh?
making it
Nice.
a little bit more predictable. It's like, oh, where you see us making the gradual improvements. I think that's a strategy that worked this season, and we're going to try to carry that forward for the next season. Unfortunately, because it was a little bit shorter, so it's going to be Rogue and Ranger. Those are the two for this season.
Okay, Rogan Ranger.
Yeah, and
By
we're
the
gonna
end
have
of the
these
season.
kind of shorter seasons. We're kind of
Shit,
targeting
that's
3
pretty
months.
crazy rare.
So then the next class updates, it's going to be the wipe after that. Okay.
Okay.
And it's going to be a fairly similar, like kind of shortened. wipe.
Three-ish month
Yeah,
season with
3 months.
with a
Yeah, so
couple
we're
more-
targeting around 3 months each time.
Damn,
pretty
that's
good.
huge, dude.
And then the one after that is going to be.
That's a crazy
the-
batting
the,
average.
Bard and the Warlock. So it's like, hey, yeah, we'll go through and get these kind of refreshes to the stuff that's already in there, and
and still adding on, because you made some big changes amongst the sorcerer even in the middle of this one. That made some pretty big
nice.
impact, added some playability, which I appreciated as a melee sorcerer myself. So something similar, like you're going to have constant balance updates, but
Yes.
the ranger and the rogue.
But we want to have those kind of marquee ones at each start of season, so you could be like, oh, okay, this is
Really
something
hype.
that's going to really make some kind of big difference.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
There's
Good.
coffee.
Oh yeah.
There's some. Oh, okay. Some pictures and stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on. Wait, can I show these? I can
Yeah,
show you.
SDF's just got some
guys,
DoorDash.
I wish we could have shown
This
it digitally. and
banned.
printed it out.
Unbelievable. I don't know if
Who,
it's
did
Lord
somebody
of the
just get
Rings
banned, dude?
or Diablo, but
Let's
the
see.
Balrog. Wait, let me see if I can.
Yeah.
We can't see it, but if y'all can see it, oh yeah, you can see that clear on me.
We're getting a Balrog in the game?
Look at this photo, y'all. All right, so where is this?
Hold
This is
on
the
now.
Inferno? Is this in Crypts? Is this a whole new
Melee
map? What's
sword,
happening
banned.
there?
So this season is gonna be there's gonna be a rework of the Inferno. We have to be very careful. We're not using the
Rework
word
of
Balrog.
Inferno.
We don't
Okay,
wanna-
my bad.
Exciting.
We're very
Iron Mace didn't say that. That was me, but it's some kind of demon-winged creature.
yes.
That's pretty good looking concept art,
Where is
dude.
this exactly?
So there is going to be a rework of the Inferno. Is that the original concept? Or so I think people that played the original playtest when we did the first Inferno, it was very different from what's out there on the live server right now, right? And so and then the way that it kind of changed into the version of the live server was there was there was internal
Rich Rick, I think it's
stuff
out. Puff,
that
puff, pass.
went that way, and then for a while we weren't really happy with that direction, that kind of the bloody Inferno. And for us, in our especially SCF's vision, it was more of the fire and the
Oh,
brimstone,
hell no, I'm
and the-
Bogart.
Yeah, the sulfur and so it's like, oh, okay.
I can appreciate how you spelled that, dude.
Yeah. Now we have that kind of freedom to go back and say, hey, why are we doing something that we're not even that passionate about? It's like, oh, we have that chance. And so this season was like, okay, we had that shortened season. What can we really realistically accomplish in that like nine weeks of development? It's like, this is something we always wanted to return to. So that's what we're working on. And so it was like, oh, okay. And we want a cool ass demon boss in there, right? So that's the
that's
new
a
Ass
boss.
demon mentioned,
So
dude.
there's a new boss in the Inferno.
Ass
It's gonna
demon.
It's not going to be the bloody third level that we're used
It's
to. It's going to
the-
be Inferno, fire, sulfur.
Fire. Yeah, so
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you hear the word inferno, is like it should be fire, inferno, and like things.
More
So-
demonic or
Yeah.
So new, and this is just the third layer. Is
So it's a third layer, and so what this brings is that it's not it'll look visually different too, but at the same time, so there's two things that we want to do. We want to go back to the visual setting that we're more accustomed to, like the kind of more traditional fantasy. And then the second thing,
Yes,
was, like,
traditional fantasy.
the other
Let's
thing that
go.
we really,
Nice.
Disliked about the Inferno right now is that, you know, we come. I think we mentioned it a bunch of times. We come up from the FPS like Quake, you know, those kind of
Yeah.
where movement in a first-person perspective has to feel
But current
smooth, right, and elegant.
current
and
Inferno
so-
is too annoying to move.
like, there's all these little things.
He
and,
says
like,
it's too annoying to move, dude.
It has a good like organic feel. but
SDF,
that's, first
dude.
of all, that
Butt
wasn't
rock,
exactly
dude.
what
An
was
ass demon.
intended.
Let's go. You
Now
know
we
that
wanna
thing's
go
going to be
back to,
caked
like,
up.
where movement matters, where you don't get caught in stuff.
You have
and,
an
you know.
environment that you can use to
Yeah.
your advantage or disadvantage.
What do they call him?
So, yeah, so
Pit
exactly.
fiend. It's just
like
gonna be a
what
pit
you
fiend,
see
dude.
Is what you get. It's supposed to be more like, oh, I could look at that. I could figure out what the strategy is instead of like, oh, why I made this jump and then I got caught on like a little spike or something. I don't know. Okay, get rid of all of that. Again, it's going to the more, you know, the demonic Inferno now. And so,
new-
there's
whole
gonna
new
be,
mobs
Yeah,
are-
so new mobs.
It's a good one for sure.
There's going to be a little bit of a difference. I don't know if we're going to hit it right off. You know, again, we need a little bit of polishing, but we want to have a little bit of a different vibe. Is like there's going to be a lot more sub boss grade. So it's, you know,
Okay.
because
And there's new sub bosses.
so new sub bosses.
Are we-
with
are
a
we
lot
I
of
like
their
that.
underlings.
Are we losing like the dog and the
So there-
abomination? I don't know the names of. I forgot
Yeah,
the
yeah,
names
yeah.
of them exactly. But are we losing? I always called him Groot. Are we losing those guys? The evil
No.
Groot.
So they might get like a little visual touch up to kind of, so they're not so out of place. But then I think, so that's the other thing is like some of these
It's a lot of work they're talking about, dude.
people that know us is like, hey, we bought a lot of these monsters from the
SS store.
asset store and stuff, right? But the thing is like, oh yeah. But we have to we have to
Dude,
rebuild
Paul
all
looks
the
so
animation, we
menacing
have
in
to
the back,
rebuild
dude.
all the behaviors and so even though it
Big
was
ass
fought here,
undertaking,
it's
I
like,
agree,
oh,
it
we
does
put
sound
our
like a
little
lot of
touch
work.
on it. And so it does kind of become like, oh, a signature of Dark and Darker. And I think the monsters are something that's a little bit has a stronger tie than just that visual. And for us, it's like that's something that we could put up with. Like, okay, the demon dog.
732
yeah.
viewers.
So they're gonna
So,
still be there.
NA is
How
carrying
big
these
is
streams,
this
by the
map
way.
or floor going to be? How many new modules? Is it going to be the same, like static, the same modules every time in the same
So-
places, or?
So for the most part right now we're starting off with just revamping a lot of the current ones, and then the ones that had, so you're
Not a whole lot of Koreans be playing this game, dude. I mean, dude, Iron Mace has a bad reputation in Korea.
Some modules
Also,
that we
Koreans
just
like
couldn't-
pay-to-win games.
We had to just go in and be like, oh, this is
Okay, so
just throw it out. We have to start again.
okay,
So it's
so
gonna
some
be like
similar
80.
modules with new monsters.
Yeah. So a lot of it is just the reskin.
Because he's a professional,
but then
Slados.
new
He's a
monsters
professional.
and New monster settings. and
He's
then
not a nerd.
some
The
that
guy
you
actually
can
had
upgrade,
a
those are gonna be
a highly successful baseball
Some
career,
new
dude.
modules, some old modules, and a whole new boss. So is the ghost? What happens?
So
if the
he's
ghost
like
is
like
working out
part
of
human
this?
being first,
He's
you
still
know.
there,
Oh,
but,
yeah.
yeah.
We're gonna have to find him. He's in a new location.
We're still considering this. Yeah.
The most
But, like,
successful.
there's a new big bad.
Okay.
So
okay.
that's where
Okay,
you
so the-
yeah.
Like
We have
Hall
a
of
new boss
Famer
to look forward
potential,
to
from what
on
Rare
level
Trick
3.
tells
Now,
me.
Coming back a little bit because you mentioned Rogue and Ranger additions. Can you give us?
Dude, the
any
guy won.
insight
The
into
guy won
what
2
kind
World
of
Series,
things, how
man.
many things?
Dude, he won
Okay,
2
yeah,
World
that's
Series,
nice.
brother.
More up.
He's
yeah,
not going to
Paul and,
Cooperstown.
that's
Ah, I see. I see.
내가 설명할게.
아,
오케이. 오케이. there, but 그걸 몰라요 지금 그.
Okay,
그
so-
지금
It's the
전체가 다 지원이 잘 되고 있는지.
Dude,
어떤 게
Slados.
빠졌는지 이걸 요즘에 안 보고 있으니까.
It's the for everything.
Okay,
It's the
we're working
last.
on it.
Come
So,
on. It's the big baseball
we're in the
game
polishing stages of some of these
for the world.
perks and skills are pretty. I mean, they're on the same level as like Whirlwind and stuff.
So
So,
they're going to be a little bit overtuned, kind of thing. Is that what you
well,
mean?
so
or?
so for sure,
Maybe.
there's gonna be stuff that's gonna be overtuned for sure. That's just us, but
That's just us,
there's
dude.
stuff right now. Is
That's
like,
just there's stuff everything that's
there,
right now.
implemented, and it works mechanically, but to get to the production polish is we're going to be working furiously, so it might come in a little bit later. So one of the things, I'll give the example that's right in front of my face right now was the rogues are going to get wall riding.
climbing?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think Rogue have a potential for breaking the game, but Paul will prevent that.
Rogue has already
worry
broken.
about that.
Rogue has already
I'm
broken
fucking
it.
speechless,
So,
dude.
there's a
I'm
lot of
fucking
chat about-
speechless.
There's a lot of chat about balance, and,
Yeah.
and we're gonna get into balance. And I guess one of the ones that like every stream I went into before I came here. So
My
this
shadow is growing longer,
Rogues
dude.
climbing on the walls and being.
I
able to
can't.
silence you. I think a lot of people.
Bum, ba-dum, ba.
And we
Bum,
understand that
ba-dum,
this game is never
ba.
going to be completely balanced, and there's going to be things that are really difficult. But like, it feels really bad to keep.
I'm
guys
too
in
sleepy
rows
for
and
air
just
horns,
nowhere,
dude.
moving infinitely long and
No,
slow.
Gil, this can't happen, dude. Are you kidding me,
Is
dude?
there- are you
Landmine
addressing
from
rogue
the sky is
visibility?
gonna be
Many streamers are
sick,
kind of
dude.
Talking about this, I think it's a pretty widespread collective.
What's
that
up, Kiwi?
visibility in the game is
I'm
big.
pumped, dude.
And I know
I'm
they're getting
pumped.
New skills and stuff, but is that something that's going to be addressed?
Dude,
or what are your
nobody
thoughts?
looks up.
Yeah,
People are gonna be looking up, and I'm gonna be on the ground, dude.
얘기해주세요.
예.
뭐,
일단
편하게.
This is
No,
a
sorry,
Go easy, go easy.
I'll request it. Anyway, 일단은 그 여러분들이 제기하는 그 인비지의 문제에 대해서는 잘 알고 있고, 그다음 이번에 이제 새로운 스킬로 갭 클로저들이 많이 들어갈 거예요. 그래서 로그가 더 할 수 있는 것들이 많아질 거고, 그러면 그에 맞게 밸런스, 인비지에 대한 밸런스도 같이 고려할 수 있는 이제 타이밍이 됐다고 생각을 합니다.
Yeah. So okay, what he's saying is because of the new skills that are going in. So he's saying is there's a lot of new skills. What they do functionally is
I look up.
help close the
Nice.
gap, okay?
To me,
But because
to
of
guys
that-
like me,
so
Kiwi,
he's being very polite.
older
He's saying
guys,
it
stronger
might be
guys,
time-
cooler
time
guys.
is coming up
Just
for
teasing, dude.
Rogue invisibilities. Time
It
is-
says gullible on the
might be coming
ceiling.
up.
It's
So
nice, dude. That's a
you heard
good
it.
rogue name.
Now, or it's time for a
Parkour.
significant revamp or relook into it. Okay, so
What up,
You
BB?
say repose.
was he here? Is he
There's
here?
a lot of W's in the chat from
Oh,
some
even Repose is
casters.
saying that. Okay. so-
Example, Rogue has Shadow Step.
Shadow step.
Yeah, so that's one of
Like,
the skills, right?
Okay, so you're gonna get like a blink type movement. But
Yo, I'm in there, dude. I'm a dev now.
All right, I can get down with that because if you take Rogue's invisibility away, like,
I'm a fucking
we're
dev, dude.
definitely-
I'm a
obviously
dev
they're
now.
Very dangerous as mosquito. What kind of new like techs can they have? So they can like jump off of ceilings and do all sorts of like environmental creative plays that aren't just like, oh, I walked into a room where there's a rogue
I am
dead.
still sleepy, dude.
You're gonna have to be
Shadow
extra
step.
paranoid now, even without invisibility. So, all right, that's exciting. We'll have to wait to look. We're gonna keep some obviously surprises, I'm sure. Now, Ranger. This is another balance thing. I guess since we're already on the topic, and maybe I'm jumping around a little too much, but there's
That's
a lot of
okay.
things exciting. Like range damage versus melee damage,
Dude.
like the balance of that within Dark and Dark.
I did it.
Where do you see that? And
Firm
obviously,
handshakes
that would
all
be-
around, everyone.
let's start with
Couldn't have
that
done it
before
without
we
you.
go Ranger
We've
skills.
been working hard for the last
Where
like
do you
year and
find
4
the
months
balance of
for
melee
this moment,
versus
dude.
range
We've made it.
currently? And how
We
do you
finally
see this
made
play
it.
out?
Very firm handshakes, chest bumps. You guys are all invited to the after party at the tavern. Yeah, yo, dude. I manifested it. We made it happen, dude. I posted about things enough. Wall climbing and shadow step is gonna be so cool, dude.
There is my director anyway.
Oh, okay.
okay.
그냥
일단은
편하게.
Hold on, Paul is talking.
로그가
Paul is
이번에
talking.
많이 변한 것처럼 레인저도 또 많은 스킬과 폭이 생길 것이기 때문에
근데 레인저만 아니고요. 그러니까
그냥
지금
레인저.
말하는 거는 그냥
위저드,
몸이 다
레인저,
있죠.
레인저
예.
택.
네,
그러니까 레인지 메타랑 밀리 메타 어떤 생각이 있는지.
어떤 생각 있는지. 예,
이번
그거-
시즌의 목표는 무브먼트 메타를 밸런스
Okay.
영역에 갖다 놓는
I think he said I
So
hate
first, I wanted to
Rangers.
point out before we get into the range. So his personal goal for this season was to remove the impact, like how much movement, like previous, like the move meta, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, reduce the reliance on just buffing up move speed, right? And so I think he's made a lot of headway into that, right? And so
Yep,
now
I would agree.
he wants to go into more of the theory about, okay, we're asking about the range and melee balance.
Let's fucking go, dude.
하고 있었던 거는 의도치 않게 너무 강한 데미지가 나오는 원거리
Okay, so
스킬
before
공격들을
that,
조정하는 것이었어요.
그러니까
그 밸런스가 맞지 않은 그 이제 메커니즘이나 공격들을 좀 조정을 계속 해보고 있었다.
Rangers crossbow.
SDF is sending a text. He's sending his text to his other team that's like, dude, yeah, they don't like me over here anymore.
So not just him. So they have the balance team that Hunter was able to meet a couple of the guys there. It's like their new
Nice.
that they're
That's
looking
huge.
at
That's
is
got to
like,
be fun for him, dude.
where you have just all of a sudden a big burst of damage, like burst damage, especially from like
Bardage.
yeah, or 그러니까 그거 이제
From
잘못
longbow.
들었어요. 그 레인지에서 들어오는 거요, 아니면 뭐 그 메일에서
Range.
So first they're looking at the
Dude,
range,
SDF
and the burst
looks
damage comes
happy.
in from range, like the windless, that you can just
그래서
one shot.
윌라스 매지컬
He looks
And
younger
then
and happy.
magical damage. So
Is it
they're
just
gonna
because
look at
it's
that
like in the
first.
morning?
So I think he's saying is like, oh, maybe range overall is a little overtuned. 그거 맞아요? 그러니까 이거 이제 조금 줄여야
before
돼요.
지금 줄이고 있었다.
Yeah, so he's in the process of reducing that. Yeah.
Paul, dude.
you're
Paul,
feeling in
range is
this
overtuned.
season, you're expecting range damage to be a little bit less.
Mhm.
Is that correct, Terry?
Okay, 그러니까
하지만 생각하고 있는 건 무조건 레인지 데미지를 줄이려는 게
okay,
목적이
so
아니라
he's saying it's not the overall goal is to reduce overall range damage. Is
리스크 앤 리워드가 거기 고려.
Risk and reward.
so, okay. So I don't. Okay, what he's saying is he wants it to match the risk reward. That risk reward value, right? So if there's a high risk, your reward should be that kind of burst damage.
Yes.
Right now it's like
Trade-offs.
off skew. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Elemental Bolt one-shotting in Squire. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think in general, Paul is not necessarily talking about a problem specific to Rangers. He's talking about a problem specific to ranged in the game.
Like a window for melee to have a win.
Yeah, and then if it's things that are too easy, you shouldn't give the outsized reward, right? So
Okay.
I think that's it's kind of a abstract answer, but
Easy said, hard to accomplish.
Yeah,
So
it's
we'll
really
do
hard for me to
that
hear
in
what they're
range
saying.
and
All I'm
mimic
thinking
the
about is
range.
climbing around on
I
walls
guess
and
we
having
have
a shadow
a
step.
little bit of there's going to be risk reward. I'm guessing.
That's all
We'll
I'm-
have to
that's
wait and
actually
see.
all I'm
Let's
thinking
tap
about
into
right now.
Maybe some of the exciting things for Ranger. Like, can you give us a teaser of a perk or a skill or what we might be expecting from Ranger?
레인저에서 그냥 뭐 새로운 스킬 퍼크 뭐 멋있는 거 하나.
익스플로시브 샷.
So they have an explosive shot. You saw the
And-
icon where our UI artist like
I
no,
saw
you
some
know,
icons.
yeah, so
I'm not sure what I'm able to say, but they're doing some. There's some
Overdraw.
really sweet work.
Overdraw,
Some of the
something.
art is
Overdraw.
unreal. Overdraw. Wait, what'd you
So
say?
SEO saying there's an overdraw, so with the pose. 뭐 더
What is overdraw?
그거 뭐예요?
Is that like you pull back further?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Oh, that actually sounds pretty sick.
I may be switching to Ranger for the first season. A little overdraw, okay. And then wait, what was explosive shot? So we're gonna finally get some elemental arrows. So
Explosive
will
shot?
magic damage be something that some Rangers are
Oh.
wanting to build?
Oh no, dude.
올려야 되는 거예요? 그렇게 하면?
Explosive shot은 아마 될 거예요.
He's
제가
saying,
알기로는.
according to the way we know that our engine is built, is if you want to be an awesome specialist in explosive shot, you're gonna see Rangers with magic damage.
All right.
Rangers
So
with
there's gonna
magic
be an
damage.
Explosive shot build, so more customization, not only crossbows and bows for the Ranger. That's exciting. Is that where we want to leave it on the Ranger before we get any further? Is that enough? Is there
괜찮아요.
anything
How about
else?
Grosso?
Yo,
Why is it a ball?
gentlemen. I'm sorry.
Who the
I'm
fuck is
sorry.
that?
It's it's the guild leader. I just want to say,
Overdraw and explosive
I'm
shot,
sorry.
Shadow step and wall
그러면
climbing.
No.
I think that's
It's
good.
you? Huh?
it's the guild leader.
Because
What?
I'm just apologizing because Rogue's gonna be able to climb on walls and have shadow
Oh
step.
yeah, the QnA.
I'm just saying, shadow stepping and climbing on walls. I'm sorry, gentlemen.
Okay, so let
It
me
might be
ask
my
a
fault.
couple of quality of life
Thank you for
questions,
apologizing.
and I think Fox,
Yep.
when I was in your chat,
See you in the
I saw you
dungeons.
earlier. Inbox
I love you, brother.
questions
Have a good
were
day.
as Well, but I think this is something, and maybe this is a little bit personal, so thanks for coming along with me, but quests. Are we going to be like locking us down on quests so we can't?
I had to do
Are
it.
they going to be? Is it going to still be like a long journey to get to where we can craft? Are you doing anything to kind of change the quest at all that we can expect?
Who is that?
In particular?
Yeah.
Oh,
For real, dude. 4 months of suffering.
so
I feel like it's
there's
Christmas,
yes
dude.
and no. Okay. So first of
Shotgun
all,
Explosive
in terms
actually
of
sounds
the weekly
very bad to play against, but I bet it will
we
look
call it
cool.
internally quest gating, right? So we still have.
It's
quest
kind of like that
gating.
moment where like
Again, the
a
quest right
fireball's
now
coming
is
right at you.
those-
I gotta listen to this quest shit.
we cobble it together. It works. We have our internal writer. She'll write the stuff, and she's having a lot of fun with it. But I know that in
There's a
terms of
writer.
mechanically for the players, like, oh, I want to get this
Is
out
there
right
a
away,
writer?
So we're not gonna open up.
What's her name? Alexa?
Again, because
We're
yeah.
close. Okay.
There's multiple thinkings that go into this. First of all, there's, because we have
I know.
a shortened season, is that hey, we want to have
The AI
beginning of
chick.
the season, middle of the season, and then end of the season feel a little bit different. With season 7 and season 6, we just opened it from the beginning. And to us, it
Yeah,
felt
me
like,
as you know
hey,
posted
once
sip counter
the first
23.
3 weeks
Pretty good.
passed, it was like this and
It's an AI pregnant
the rest
goblin,
of the
dude.
season, it didn't have a clear
More like a
identity,
Siri than
right?
Alexa. That's
So
fair.
I
That's
think,
fair.
okay, we feel some of your pain points there. So first of all, we made a first pass on some of the more painful types of quests.
Yes.
We've done a little bit of adjustments on the affinity and what gets unlocked and stuff, right? Again, it's not going to be a perfect answer of what you guys are asking for. It's like, oh, we want all this right from the beginning. Okay?
Got it.
Because again, there is a part of the strategy is that, oh, okay, we want
A
seasons
different
to
feel.
feel like
10 tiers
So
isn't
I have
painful.
one pain
Cool.
point of quality of life.
There's
I
gonna
think
be
the way
a
I'm
loot drop
dressed,
buff
and I'm
in the
just gonna make
dungeon,
sure this
so
is gonna be at the start of season
they were
one.
talking about
One of the
increasing the
big
drop rate of
problems
it.
when you first start a season is you're not able to use the weapon you want to use. Are we going to get to start our squire with like gray every weapon so that
Yes,
we can like
exactly.
because like I have friends that are like they like kind of leave the game because they can't get their felling axe and it's like does your vendor have it? Does your vendor have it? And he just wants to fight with the
Yeah,
felling
yeah.
axe.
So-
is that going to be?
we're, I think even
Hunter
this
confirmed for
season,
having
we
barbarian friends.
We had to change that.
Yo, Hunter,
directory
make
versus
better
that,
friends,
so,
dude.
Yeah, you made it. So that's going to stick.
Yeah, it's
we'll have
gonna
all the
stick,
weapons
yeah.
right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Okay,
And-
so that's huge.
So
That's
you're-
huge. So quests will be gatekeeped and they're gate kept, but you're getting rid of some of the really the ones that nobody finishes.
Yeah. So I think it's part of it.
The
is
ones that no one finishes. He
we
said
want
it.
to give more choice at the very beginning. So
I haven't seen one
our game
all
is
white
there's a
rare.
lot to digest and learn, right? But the problem is, even if you know all that, we don't actually give you the access, right? And so for us, it's like, okay, for the people that are the pros and stuff that know the game, is you guys. It's unfair of us to pretend that hey, look at you got all this choice, but not
For the
really,
quest,
right?
it's
So, okay, we got the choice.
the tailor
use it,
and
then
the treasurer.
Use your skills to improve those choices, right? So I think we're working towards that. So
And maybe
that-
the leather guy.
the onboarding for new players is something that we're going to start looking at seriously, right? It's for not just new players.
Oh,
even
maybe it is
for
Tavern.
When you're starting the season, it's like, oh man, I got to do this all again just to get back up to status quo, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. So like when you're talking about the squire, just get because it's a poor weapon. But hey, you
You
go.
can use the weapon that
yeah.
you're comfortable with, or,
And then
or
you unlock the better ones, right? So we're moving more towards that. The other thing is like this has to do slowly is the
Oh, yeah,
way
it's
that
Goblin, I
you know,
think. I
it was
think
a
you're right about
mishmash
that.
of all these kind of systems that we wanted to try out. Like now that we're changing strategies, it's like okay, we're moving. Just move forward. You mentioned addition by subtraction. We're gonna do a lot more of that. It's like
You can
before we
probably
didn't know
blast through those
exactly-
quests pretty quick,
We
Rare.
wanted to push different types of boundaries. Now it's like, oh, okay, forget all that. Now we're gonna come back in. So there's just things that are a big.
Tried to give 100, so they won't let me buy more gifted.
also the
dude.
other-
So
yeah.
okay, this
So-
is now. There's a lot of people talking about this.
And
So
that's
inventory
funny.
Sorting or clicking or merchant.
You know,
So
JP
sorting-
Morgan.
okay,
I'll have
well,
to I'll have to
so
talk with him, dude.
deep dive
Before
into
I
sorting.
appreciate
Sorting
the
is something
attempt,
that
man.
we've been
For
working
real.
on, right? But the thing is,
For
when we
real,
started
dude.
to actually look into it, because we got a directive. put sorting in. Okay, we're gonna put sorting in, and so originally there was a technical issue, right? And so we got past that, and now we're looking into wait, but when you guys are talking about we want sorting, is like what actually do you want?
Because it's
what actually is the functionality of sorting?
I agree that it is a little
matters in
crazy.
Dark and Darker that doesn't ruin or that doesn't sidestep what
you get a message that said,
and then that gets us.
we
going
know
back
about
to
the shadow
targeting
step.
actually needed
We
or not,
can't
right?
give,
So
you
some people
can't
like,
give him any
okay,
more gifteds. He's
think
too
the
strong,
infamous
dude.
SDF was on Yami stream and was like, oh, sorting, what? It's not. So the sorting, we looked at it, compared it. It's like there's a big difference in Tarkov is because you have that one stash as an infinite stash, right? And you have a scroll. And then when we try to implement it with our
tiny stash.
yeah, it's like, oh man. So then we have to make all these kind of weird,
It does seem
requirements.
strange with the equipment from Dark and Darker, like how to sort.
Yeah.
Like
And-
part of the game is a little bit of Tetris as well. Like
Yeah.
unfortunately.
So we had to go back to, oh, okay.
Well, they
do we
gifted
wanna
too
really
many
use
for that
or not?
platform
So
today.
I'm sure
You
there's
can't
people
buy
like,
anything
"Please
online
get rid
without
of
a
that," right?
It's
card
like, what are you even
present.
sorting, right?
Holy
Yeah, and
shit,
so,
dude.
okay, what do people actually want if we're gonna keep
They're
this
keeping
in
you
this
on a
context,
short
let's-
leash,
let's
dude.
try to figure that out, right?
It's okay.
So
Soon
going back
enough, we
to,
won't have any more masters anymore.
on the big
Before,
scale is these for us now we're actually grouping
liberation
it into like,
time
these
is
are
free
QoL
now that we have
features,
Shadow
right?
Step.
QoL
I
features,
mean, liberation time is
those we
soon.
just got to do no matter what, and
We're
it
working
doesn't.
on them. We
Yeah,
added some of them in the middle of this
and
season,
what-
which
yeah.
is good.
So like what you saw this season is like,
Dude,
when
I was
we
buying-
finish it, we'll just put it out. So
I was buying diesel for one of the work trucks today.
oh, okay,
175 bucks. Card capped out, dude. Couldn't get any more. Couldn't fill the tank up all the way.
like that, right? So that's
Insane.
What we try to do with in season 7. So at the near the end of season 7, there was like we're like crickets for a while, right?
Yes.
Because we're like, oh, okay, we gotta. Oh, these are so precious. We gotta collect it.
It's like
and
$6
then we
a
have to
gallon
make
where
it
I'm
on
at.
Season 8, right? And it's like, oh, if we do that again, it was like, no, QoL.
Let's just get it out there.
If I have a QoL feature right now, that's
custom
gone,
gas
ready to
tank, I
go,
think.
and QA is and it's in the back of my pocket, and we have a patch tomorrow. It's stupid of me for like, oh wait, I'm gonna hold on to this for the next month, right? It's
Okay.
like, okay, we're gonna.
So that's
so
good to
there's a
know.
strategic change.
Man, my mind is going a lot of ways because there's a lot of exciting questions, and we're still good on it. We still have a little bit of time. One of the things that was mentioned when I think of sorting, since we're on this topic, meds, like colored meds. Is there an idea?
It's
to
a
get,
big
where
work
you
truck,
can
dude.
Recognize a blue bandage from a green bandage, or do we just have to like separate our inventory really well?
It's only $1.50 off what
Is
I
that-
pay
is
for
that in-
diesel.
Is that in the works at all?
It's not in the works. Okay, so but then you bringing it up is like, oh, that gives us hints to, oh, what exactly do people want with the sorting? So that's maybe now the actual better way of going about this is like we just put out a questionnaire. It's like, hey, what do you guys want
Yeah,
with
and-
sorting? And then we
Smart.
see
That's a
and
good
see
way to
what
go
we
about
do,
it.
I think
right?
they're talking about like a search function. So let's say you're like looking through your gear and you're
So
like
search-
Dex.
A
And then it
search
highlights
function
your-
is super easy for us. So that's the other thing that we looked at. We're like, wait,
That's
if
nice.
they only want search, okay, we could do that. But then we don't have confidence. It's like, oh, if we do this, is this actually what you guys want? And the way, again, it goes back to the execution implementation. It's like if you want search and then it just highlights and it brings up one thing outside of the inventory, we could do that super easy. But then it's like, oh, is that something we want, or do we want it more integrated with the stash?
So that's a good question, and I guess like I've watched a lot of streams, and a lot of you streamers.
Hey,
are
watch
very
your
messy,
mouth,
all right?
Rare,
So
dude.
my stuff
Come
is a lot
on.
more organized, but like they just like click because they're putting. On
I've
a
actually
show,
been
right?
doing
They're
pretty
click,
good
click,
about
click,
keeping
click,
things
click, and then
relatively
it's like, where did
organized.
that ring go that had X, Y, Z? So like that search function, highlight the rings that have whatever
Exactly,
would probably
yeah.
save
Exactly.
you
That's what you want
messy.
to make. Yeah.
Inventory players out there, so that's a. I'm just going to throw that out there. I think that's enough.
He's
coverage of
looking
that. Did you
directly
also
at me when he
something
said that.
Excited you here?
Oh, no,
'cause I have many
so
more.
people are saying, yes, that's what we
I
want.
kind of
So
enjoy it as
we're
well.
getting-
W's
we're
in the
getting some
chat
of
if
those
you want
feedback,
search
okay.
feature. It
Yeah.
seems like some W's. All right, merge East and West servers.
Okay, can we talk about that?
Yeah, I
okay.
think you're the creators. We talk because I know you just did it here in Korea, right? You just merged.
So we did look into this, okay? So we did look into, because we do think that, hey, when you have more people in one region, it's more dynamic, it's more fun, right? East and West is actually pretty.
They
good
can't merge
right?
East and
Because the thing
West.
is like, oh, so we get greedy.
I love him most, but what the fuck? What did he say?
And it's gonna be even more fun for everyone, right? But one of the things that we got through our back channels is that if we do this, the thing is, so realistically, we're looking at it. So there's
My inventory is fine. Oh, he's a
we
degenerate,
use
messy
Amazon.
inventory
They have
guy.
specific data centers that we could use. Is that we would be looking at like Hawaii,
Nice, dude.
around there. Is that for the West server people, it would add probably around like 20 or 10 to 30 milliseconds, right?
Okay.
And then for the East people, it may be like another 10. right?
Okay, so maybe we don't merge. Maybe we don't merge.
See,
Let's
some people
move
on
on from
yeah,
that
yeah.
topic because that's like
Okay.
we'll learn that whenever they make that decision, we'll cross that bridge. But there's other better stuff here
Okay.
to talk about. Let me jump in. What do I have? So. Training dummy guilds, guild hall, a way to like practice our spec. Maybe even this was a thought that
Dude,
I had on
don't
my
break-
own.
don't
like,
break my
'cause, like,
heart.
if I want to go do a test dummy, check my damage or work on something, or even
Don't
like
break
being
my
able to
heart,
get to my
please.
stash in like a PvE
Please don't
mode,
break my heart, dude.
that I can't maybe put stuff away unless I take something out, so that you can like try different gear to learn
Dude,
what damage. it's
Hunter's
doing
about to
from
knock
your
knock this
stats.
interview out of
Like,
the
is there
park,
anything in the
dude.
works that we can like test builds or like get you a quicker exit from the PvE mode, so I don't have to run to the dummy with this gear, wait for the timer, get out. Is that anything that's
Dude, the
okay,
cheaters
I'll-
are
I'll
out
training
before.
ground.
The cheaters are out
So,
hard
no.
right now.
okay?
It's not in the plans. The fact that you said it is like, okay. Well, think about it. So because there's something different, but that we're working on right now. This is not
Paid him all the
this
monies?
season, it's
Nice.
Season 10's, is that we're looking at.
They're coming out,
Okay.
dude.
Season
They're
10's
gonna be
not that
out
far
for the
away.
rest.
It's less
dude.
than half
A
year.
lot of people are getting
It's
people
like 6
banned right now,
months.
so maybe they can be policed.
So we're planning 3 month.
Yeah, so season 9, 3 months. Season 10,
3 month
3
season
months.
is
3
good.
months, 3.5 months away, right?
Okay,
So,
somewhere in there.
yeah. So I'll be honest. We've been looking at the competition, right? So and so like having those kind of like personal housing and where you could
Ooh.
start kind of have something to
Gathering
invest in.
stuff
Yeah,
and,
gathering stuff and building it. So we are working on that right now, right? But there are technical issues. So that's the thing. It's like, oh, okay, it'll be so awesome if you have
One
your
time he had
own
175
little
HP and 40% PDR.
cavern or your little
Sussy, dude.
and you could have the training dummies and stuff, right? There's a little bit of a technical hurdle there.
Okay.
But okay.
Is it overcomable, or is it a big distance? Is it impossible? Is it impossible, or is it?
So this
Setting a
has to
coordinate
do
for the
with
nearly
the,
amount of time of the
another
whole map.
gathering
2
hall
people
we're
came to
talking
me.
about. It's
Legit
on hold
useless
now,
mo.
right? And so it is on hold
Yeah,
because of,
yeah,
the
yikes,
server
dude.
cost, right?
Okay.
Is that that's why the personal housing is a way that we could do 80% of what we wanted to do in the gathering hall without significant server costs. The problem is that what you're asking for is that 20%, right? So we gotta look into
like,
that. Yeah.
Even if you let's say you had guild housing, right? Like maybe less servers. So like as a guild, we can build this house together, and we can have our training dummy. And you
Is
have
he reading my mind,
That
dude?
was
That's-
exactly gathering
That's
hall.
my dream.
Oh,
but-
And then-
that's the one.
That's
And
my
then-
dream, is what
yeah.
SDF said.
We're getting close. So
Or
I
even like
don't want to.
dueling within like the guild hall, like dueling with your homies would be sweet. But
So
Yes.
that's
sorry,
the,
these
that
are
was-
just, I'm
that's
throwing
the-
too much out
okay.
there.
That's one of my
Let me
dream,
reel it
but-
back. That's your dream. Okay, so SDF's dream, you're working on it.
And we made progress there, but we need to make more. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's in the
That's a
works.
dollars and
That's-
cents
that's
kind
good.
of a challenge.
And that running a business is very, very tough, and we totally understand that. It would be exciting. So I guess this is a bigger one. I think the chat's going to really like this one, and I have so many quality of life things that I can go over, and it gets like nitty gritty. But let's go to the big boy, a big thing, the monk. How are we looking? Is monk in the works? Is it close?
I don't
Is
like
it
the
still
way
a-
SDF is
or
making
is
eye
there a
contact with me
different
is
class,
nice.
or is it just monk?
Having my 3-man today, they found us in the bottom right map 7 minutes into a match, and they were door camping when we died. Super weird. They ran to the other side of the map after killing Warlord. Yeah, that is weird.
So he's not even season 10. So
Pretty,
season 9, no monk.
pretty
So, okay,
suspect
yeah,
to be
so
fooled.
now
Yeah,
it's-
like I said, dude, there's just a
So
lot of cheaters out there
I think
right
people
now.
will start getting some of the dynamics now here for So because Paul and I and one other Jino, the three of us, we've
Nah,
taken
Monk's
over
not on the
30K
horizon at all.
money of
They
striking
need to tune their game up. They need to tune up what they
SDF is
have.
just
Dude.
like now, he's like the
Nice tats.
the commander overview. So he's telling
Right,
us right
other
now,
side.
hey, I want the Monk in season 10, and I'm telling him there's no way because I know our resources.
Alright.
And so these are things that are kind of, I think that
It's a giant
the
robot
kind
holding
of
a
sense
hot
to
space
take to
babe.
Is like things are probably going to come out a little bit slower, but it's going to just
But the
be
quality
in a
of life and the
steady
balance
drip.
of the game has been, and there's going to be exciting things to explore, a new boss to learn. Now, speaking of that,
It's pretty
I think
old.
that's enough
It probably needs
information
a
on the
touch-up.
Broncos. We're a couple seasons away, and we'll probably have another one of these. So he's not next season.
Yo, what
Do
up,
we
Grim?
care? Let's take advantage of this time.
Thanks. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Grim, did you hear, dude? When did the
there
Q&A
was-
start? About 46 minutes
Boss
ago.
griefing was one that a lot
Rogue
of people
confirmed.
were talking about.
Wall
For me,
climb,
I have a different-
shadow
this is a
step.
unique perspective.
Maybe hide
perspective.
removed.
Everyone has a different idea. But
Shadow Step, legit,
there
my
was
idea.
People asking, is there any plans for like closing the doors for Boss and then everyone coming in after the
Legitimately.
fight? But I find that part of the.
I've been
dynamic
talking
is
about
crazy
that
I have
shit
to
for
fight the
a
boss, fight
hot
the people,
minute.
create my outs before I go in, but the general.
So, what people are asking for, we actually we tried to get it for the start of season 8, and then
I missed the question.
There was too many deep bugs with it, and we're like, oh
Deep
man,
bugs.
this is just adding
bugs.
chaos. So we removed it, and then we went with how season 8 launched right now, right? So
A deep bug is tech
it
debt.
wasn't as bad as
Bad
we thought
bugs.
with
It's
how it went out.
tapeworms,
So
dude.
what we were trying to do with bringing back, like, it's not a full removal of the risk. Okay, I'll give you a bit more detail. It's like we were going to return the summoning mechanism.
Okay,
right?
that's coming back. So the
No,
summoning,
so that was the original
okay,
plan
okay.
for
Boss
season 8,
rework,
was that
boss
we wanted
rework.
to bring back the summoning, and then when you summon it, you had that room, but or basically
Fall damage
you
and
needed
door
a
mimics
huge
actually would be
room for the
sick.
boss room, right?
okay.
But
Who's
other
the guy in the
people
armor?
choose
That's
to.
Paul.
And so
He's currently
it
the
doesn't
guy who's
fully
like the
close you
head
off,
of
but
balance
it's like
and
if,
game direction.
When you
Maybe he's like the
open
COO
door
or
into
something
the
like that.
bathroom, you had a limited time before it closed again. You know how we do the
Yeah,
the,
Hakuna Matata. What up,
this season
Wolfex?
we added that the
So
blue
fighter main,
portals and the red
absolutely.
portals closing again. It was supposed to be that similar mechanic, and that's why that came out later too. Is because we had those bugs.
Nah,
So
you want
those
a guy
things that
who's
we
fighter main
really
behind
thought
the
about
wheels
explored
like that.
is on the back burner right now because hey, I have very limited resources right now, and so we're trying to do the step by step first, and then work on some of these kind of bigger things that are more unpredictable. For one
There's not
thing.
anybody that plays
Again,
Rogue at Iron
this
Mace, dude.
time we're not going to have that ready for EAS 9.
Okay.
So
But it's something being thought of.
it's,
It's
yeah. So I know people that want their self-contained boss rooms. You got to wait a little bit longer. And I could clearly see the other side too. It's like, oh, you want to have that kind of chaos too.
Yeah,
right?
like we always like. Sometimes we don't want to be the first to boss. We go try to hunt everyone down, clear it before we do boss, or always creating outs so that you have outs and that whole dynamic. It's tough. Dark and Darker is tough. It's not meant to be easy, and that's part of the beauty of it. I wanted to jump into new items, new gear changes. Is there going to be, how big of a shift are we looking at in this season with like
Rope
the
dart.
equipment, the abundance? There was a lot of money
Boomerang.
in this particular season. What's that flow looking
Skateboard.
like?
So in terms of abundance, this was one of the big things that SDF talked about.
I also kind of like the
Season
blue
8
spawning at the end of the boss. At least it
he
felt
used
like
the
you
word,
had
it
like a
was
way
we
out.
want to do what is it? Supply inflation, right?
That's
Not
that's
just
Hunter.
gold.
What is it? Hunter
and so
Pence.
I think
He's a
we
MLB
feel
baseball
like
guy, dude,
This season we
and
made a
longtime
lot
fan of the
progress.
game.
I hope it feels a lot better for most people, where it's like that.
He is doing a
that
great job.
Feeling, the down feeling was like, oh, you spent 30 minutes to get this nice set, and you go in and just by pure BS, you lose it. In like
Also,
30
I think
seconds.
Koreans love baseball.
But now we feel like, oh, okay, with that a little bit more stuff out there, it's like, oh, okay, some of that time is reduced. We're feeling it's better. So in terms of that, I think we're going to continue on that. I think we made a mistake with introducing the workshops mid-season, and so the workshops, we have to over-tune it, the balance, the cost and stuff.
Dude.
It also had the
I
bad luck
bet
of
rare.
that was when a big dupe was out there. So there, we were just like we overreacted. We're like, oh my God, there's all this money. Okay, we're going to use the workshop. This was a terrible decision on my part. It's like we're going to use the workshop to drain all that cash out of there, and that made it like, oh, the first impression of the workshop was like, oh, this is what. And
At least you're owning up. Like that's accountability, and that's really admirable.
Terry,
So,
Terry.
the goal is when the workshop starts this season, especially with the
I
SSF
never
will be
saw a
2 weeks
6, dude.
For the next season.
Insane.
Okay, we did the
3
3 weeks. There was really good and bad stuff that came out of it. There was some really good stuff that came
They
out of it.
just
also.
need to make it. Yeah.
But the thing was like, oh, okay.
Cutting
And
trees
that gave us
down?
other ideas.
Bro.
Okay, so we're gonna look into.
Test
we know,
server?
yeah. So yeah, we're gonna look into ways to
Test
for people
server?
that want a pure
Korean 4,
SSF,
American 7,
we'll
dude.
try to
Accurate.
start exploring, like SDF says, like, oh, maybe we just open a test server that's just pure SSF, right, for the season, that's just in parallel.
Okay.
Because there was data that shows loud and clearly, like, oh, there are people that are just SSF players, and
Then they quit.
Yes.
but then the other thing is that there are, so we have this weird dynamic. It's almost like half and half, right? So it's like you have to pick between your two kids.
Some people
so-
are like, I'll come back whenever the market's open, and
Yeah.
some people are like, I'm
And there
only
was a-
playing SSF. It's true.
If
That's
you
so
look, you
unfortunate.
could even look on the Steam DB. This season is we opened it at the 3rd week, and the 3rd week we actually see a big jump in the player base, right? And we're like, oh, but then it's a different.
Yeah, it's 'cause certain
color
classes are
the
fucking
players
gear-based,
came
dude.
back. And I was like, oh, okay, so these people are waiting.
SSF is good for the
people-
game,
Yeah,
for
I have
sure.
both- I have friends on both sides. They quit at SFF, and then
Yeah.
I have new
And we-
friends that come in when the market's out. They're like, I'll wait till I can buy something.
And we have data that shows exactly that.
That's
And so
amazing.
we're like, okay.
I personally don't really
so-
enjoy it that much.
Yeah.
But for 2
in
weeks,
terms
it's
of
not bad.
abundance, we're gonna go with
3
that.
weeks is
We
kill. The
have
last
other
week is
mechanisms
painful,
there
dude.
that we hopefully will support that with like the workshops and stuff, and it'll be retuned so it's not as,
Okay, so we're gonna
burdensome.
retune.
Yeah.
Can we get logs where we can carry more than? We can stack some logs because the logs in the inventory.
Yeah,
I can't be
so
bothered.
So yeah, that's my fault too, because that was all because we thought that the gathering hall was gonna be coming in at season 9, right? And so I was like,
Logs,
oh,
dude.
okay.
Logs.
The logs were supposed to be like that because you upgrade your gathering hall, and we wanted you to kind of slow down the pace, and you make
Yeah.
each beam and piece of the gathering hall.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we
I
didn't want it
see,
like,
dude.
You could just go in and on like 2-3 runs and you
Get
have
all
a
your run-
gigantic
okay,
castle, right?
okay.
But now we know like that's right now on hold. So okay, that's a good feedback.
Possible. Okay.
It's just a legacy thing that's kind of just pain point, right?
But it will be for
Personal housing, yeah. So it's
Yo, GG's
so,
V4, man.
Well,
For
we'll
sure,
find
for
a
sure.
little adjustment.
Thanks for stopping by,
The
dude.
other
Appreciate
part
all
of
the
your question
gifteds,
is,
man.
is there gonna
You're a
be
legend.
New items and new weapons and not this season, right? So the thing is, this
Season 9 is
we
sounding
just
pretty
wanted to
good so
make sure
far.
That, hey, show that it's a continuation of this. We're going slowly, drip, kind of one step at a time, right? So there's not going to be a lot of new content in terms of weapons.
I love the spam. I also love the spam, dude.
Did we make the right decisions? That
Will
is
do.
more of
It's a
that.
short
like,
day for me.
In season 8,
Easy
did we
one,
make more
easy one.
Right decisions and wrong
Show
decisions?
population on servers. You
and we
guys can
think that
spam in
we-
here if you
we
want.
made, we slowly turned it. It's like, let's keep on doing this. And so, in terms of season 10, we've already
Banned.
finished
People are
the
getting timed
designs
out, dude.
for
I'm
6
good,
new
dog.
artifacts, but that's
Nice.
coming the next
Season 10.
yeah.
Okay, so no new artifacts, no
Yeah.
new. Now, with regards to like the rolls on gear, you're always kind of shifting and moving that. Or are we going to expect something similar? Is jewelry still going to be something that's crafted or found?
I think crafted jewelry was a good
and, like
idea.
the gold, like the one all. So it's going to be kind of similar rolls.
It's very-
You're
yeah, so
liking the
this-
balance of this gear
Yeah,
set.
so you can
Okay.
look at season 9 as like the polished version.
I
of
know,
season
it's
8,
empty 'cause I'm
So
playing
There's not
it.
going to be, again, we're not going to do crazy dramatic shifts now.
But I
so.
think that will be dramatic. The party finder and ping system.
Yeah, so.
What-
Party
what about-
finder
what
and
about, like,
ping
cobalt
system.
Armor and stuff. So that would be considered new armor. Is that?
Oh, yeah.
I
So,
didn't mean to interrupt.
oh, yeah. So the cobalt armor, so cobalt armor will come out. It was supposed to come out this season, but then there was a little bit of a kind of friction point fight. I said, sorry guys. So it'll come out next season. Yeah. So in terms of those kind of content stuff,
Yeah,
is
Grim.
gonna be
I mean,
real
I agree.
realistic,
I
right?
like it that it
But
makes
what
people play the
SDF
game
alluded
normally
to, there's some
instead of only
actual
hunting
big
for
beat
PvP.
System feature stuff. It's not so that the
I
problem
just,
with it is not
as a
it's
rogue,
not like,
with all the
oh,
nerfs this
man,
season, I like
this
really
is
needed the
something that's
gear,
gonna
you
be
know,
awesome. But then in
and
the
wasn't
day-to-day,
finding
the
shit
players that
in the
play
beginning of the game.
often is like, oh, these are things that are just gonna make your life so
Quality
much
of life
Yeah,
is gonna-
quality of life. So
There was an argument that people were like, we should just have a wipe that's just purely quality of life. So you're kind of going in that
And
direction.
yeah.
We're getting content, we're getting a new boss, we're getting a third floor, we're getting new skills and abilities for Rogue and Ranger, two of our most loved classes. Granted, I don't play either of them, so make the longsword stronger again. But,
He's a
yeah,
long
people will
sword
love it.
man,
Yeah,
dude.
it's moving
Give this
around.
man a baseball bat, dude.
So you are going to really emphasize like balance, quality of life for this particular, and there's
Yeah.
going to be some fun new gadgets from some classes we love. It's kind of,
yeah, so the perks and skills on yeah, some of the core classes, and then like, so one of the things that's gonna go in this season is something we call the Party Finder. I don't know if we mentioned it or not, but
I haven't heard of the party
Yeah.
finder.
First time. This is first time.
first
I think,
time.
Q,
So the thing is, like,
and
with
just
the
nodded,
hold on, the
dude.
gathering hall
Q,
is that a
nice.
big social aspect is kind of on hold, right? And
Mhm.
so, and I think for sure our game, it's fun playing solo, but it's weird playing solo because it's not balanced around solo, and then
It is weird
the
playing
most
solo.
fun is when you have an actual you're a crew, right?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, and so I think
When it comes to
and
RMT and streamer
some-
handouts,
so
it's
this is the other
pathetic.
thing that
Streamer
we
running an
started
absolute
running
bonkers
as
kits and farming
working
everyone
with
else is so
the,
unfair towards the regular player.
that role of
Uh,
what exactly is expected.
Yeah, I would agree with this.
It's like,
I've
how hardcore do you guys want? Do
I've
you
maybe
want
taken
more
I've
of
taken
that?
some handouts for sure, but
So
no one's
our
really handed me out
original
like
kind of,
insane
hey,
insanity.
people play together. We just threw them in random matchmaking,
Yeah.
But that's not works.
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It works for a game like like
Square
Overwatch
Riches
or
Oh yeah, okay.
but for something that's high stakes as and that requires as much.
I ain't gonna
preparation
say
as,
nothing.
Extraction shooter, like especially like Dark and Darker, was like, oh okay, this is not a good solution. Right? And
RMT,
so,
I think, is a big problem with the
we're working on
market
something
for
called
sure.
Party Finder is like, oh, if you're trying to go in solo, we'll ask you. It's like, hey, but the dungeons are more fun as a party. Hey, we'll help you find.
Begging
find
and giving
people.
chat an ultimatum.
We
Yeah,
built a
yeah.
system
You don't need to bring it up,
Again,
but I know exactly what
this
you're
is-
talking about.
It's very mechanical. It's very just like process driven.
I know,
So it's
dude.
not something like, oh, this is so cool
It's
to
not
look at.
polished yet.
But
It's an
in
option.
the overall, like even the days where your buddies aren't on, it's like, oh, I could, go through, filter, and find out people that have similar goals as me, and maybe I could make new friends, right? So we look at this as an investment. Another thing is like, okay, there are some modes where when you
$12
go
to buy
in
a
and go to
50K
random
kit,
people,
and it's just
the
bad at the
communication,
game and donates it in one
so
run.
this is another thing that's a
Yeah,
little
I've
bit,
killed guys like
cultural
that
too,
too,
is especially
Slay does.
in Asia, you have people that's all different languages, so people are a lot more shy using VoIP and stuff, right, on the Asian side.
Nice,
It's like,
right?
oh, okay, how do we have these people communicate? And you can't type either, right? So we're actually
Gormless behavior.
made a ping system now. So again,
Oh,
this
a
is not
ping system.
run now.
Hey, that's kind of nice.
So
That is
stuff-
definitely
Yes.
a thing.
Yeah,
That is
so-
kind of nice. Especially
Should I
when
say it was
Rogue's
like a
gonna be in the
Genji
city,
dash or a
so,
teleport?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
it's
not,
like,
I'm not
oh,
exactly sure. It
it's
could just be a
something,
teleport to a
where,
dark place.
we have
It could be like you need
where
to
everyone
do
gets their
something
torch
first.
and
I'm not
starts
exactly sure.
staying,
Yeah, yeah.
Why are people resorting to that?
Yeah, it's like, hey, I have this piece of this item for you. That is
yeah.
definitely the communication.
And so
Yes,
these kind of
having the
things
caveman
are
speak to
stuff that
people
we
is
wanna
terrible.
Put in one by one.
W's in the chat.
It definitely will be a
so
gap
we're
closer
running out
rare
of
trick.
time here. We're about time to wrap up. I guess I should open the floor to you. What is there one last?
Yeah,
thing we
Rusty,
didn't
I'm pumped,
cover?
dude.
I actually didn't.
Have-
get to
did you
everything
see-
I
have you
had,
seen
and
my
I-
post
this
about
was
Shadow
wonderful.
Step?
We learned a lot of really cool things. So leave it to SDF and Terry and
Paul was
if there's
talking
one
about
last
Rogue
thing
in the
y'all want to
creator
let everyone
Discord.
know, a mic drop type moment before
I've
we
talked
go and
about
play
Shadow Step.
some Squire to Rich
He
Hunter.
talked
There's
about
gonna be
Shadow
more
Step.
content.
Oh wait, so I saw.
We're
okay,
getting
what about
Shadow
the
Step,
Ember
dude.
Gem?
He mentioned that.
Ember
Are you talking about? Are they talking about the thing from the Colossus?
I will go ask. So Hunter also got to meet our lead designer. Jay.
If it's on a long enough, there's plenty of ways to balance it.
What about the Ember Gem? So don't worry about that. So again, I think for this upcoming season is that there's gonna be people
Yeah,
that
same,
play,
dude.
Target
Same. I'm
Rocker,
hyped for it.
hundreds
Especially
of
considering
hours.
how much of a
It's
dud
like,
the
yo, we're gonna make things that it
the
makes
data
those
leak
little
was.
pain points a little bit easier.
double jump scaling
That-
walls. I
that's
know,
the
dude.
main
I
goal
know,
for
dude.
Going
Season
forward to
9.
through season 9. Season 9 is the polishing season. Now, hey, let's get ready. And then
Smart.
season 10, we'll have something.
This
big
is
there
smart.
with the personal housing, and then we're gonna. Have
pretty
the
excited for
wizard
the,
and cleric rework.
Inferno
So
changes
so
also.
there's gonna be a lot more magic in season 10, right? So, but
Yo,
this season
how good is
really
HP at
great.
fucking doing interviews though?
Let's continue building things, right?
Sheesh.
And let's continue polishing.
Personal
Let's
housing,
make
I think,
this
is a good thing.
overall,
I mean, like,
uh,
to hear SDF say that a guild hall is his
experience
dream.
less
I mean,
painful. Okay, so it will be because
it's
yeah,
nice to know they haven't
that's like,
abandoned it.
my personal thing was like I want to reduce the amount of mouse clicks before each iteration of going into the dungeon. So you'll know.
I think if we get
exactly.
personal housing, it'll be a good step in the right direction towards like a guild hall or something like that.
Yeah. So he was. That's the big thing that he always comes to.
Poison range build and land mining, it has been far too long, Grim. Completely
so
agree.
There's gonna be some little things that we're experimenting with.
Buying something.
Yeah, buying something, make smooth
it's
that
too-
over
too
where
heavy.
you don't need to do that kind of stuff. So you know some of the stuff you'll notice right away. You're like, wait, where did the surgeon go? So I'll tell you that, right?
So
And
some
then there's
merchants are
already
gonna-
5 clicks that's removed there. You know, stuff like that.
Awesome.
Nice. Okay, so they're going to consolidate merchants.
Surgeon, we can go get our meds from one med merchant.
Yeah,
Alright.
you could sell all your stuff to the collector instead of going to
RP something
or
together with
stuff like
personal
that, little
housing
things
guild?
like that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
oh,
possible.
now
It's possible.
The identity of the
Just
game
depends,
is
you know, if
wanna
you're
go
just solo.
back into, you know, so we.
It at least will give me like
Now
the
it's like,
ability to
okay,
maybe
so
set
it's
up a like a stage, you know,
So,
for
for-
shooting
for-
RP
you-
vids
you
and stuff
talk-
like that.
you want the picture for quick preparing.
A common place to chill out would be incredible, dude. Mini games.
Sky menus. So
Have
we-
players from mini games have requested
we-
things for their
we
beloved
should,
game.
Take many times for preparing and socketing, buying, and some gears binding. So I know well that I also play.
Yeah.
So-
So because this season I think like
Paul's so
our
humble.
season
I
plays,
also
you
play.
know, we had a lot more chance to play and feel those pain points,
Yeah.
you know, all the time, and we're like, oh wait, who's gonna fix this? We're like, oh wait, that's us, our job. Okay, let's fix it. Yeah. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
I really
Awesome.
want to improve all pain points.
So with the closing of this
I miss
section
what you just
into
said.
a little bit of Squire to Riches from us, I want to reiterate for those who weren't here at the beginning, the end of this season is going to be absolute fire. You're not going to want to miss the arena tournament of the Warlords. There's still time to get into that rank, but the end of this season is going to be wide open arena. Artifacts, uniques, everything you find is usable.
Nice.
I think. Wait, did you see something?
oh yeah, I saw something there. Oh sorry, I didn't want to, but.
Bard is not this season. It's 2 seasons away.
And then do something about the cheaters and RMT. So we are preparing.
VoIP with others maybe out of black. I mean, like, the game needs some sort of downtime activity.
No, we should, right? But yeah. So that's always on
fishing
the
hole.
forefront of, so we know that
Blackjack
this
is
season
fine,
was
dude.
that there was heavy.
I'll settle for torch toss and floor is lava.
And then that.
How many guys can you get on a chandelier, you know?
It's kind of linked, right?
Yep.
And so but because of that, that gave us more insight into some strategies. Again, we don't want to go into too in depth because we don't want to give them
Beanbag
preparation
toss.
time. So season 9,
Anything. Right.
you'll see some things that oh wait, I have to. What is this kind of stuff? Yeah.
I didn't get to go over a couple of the things about like getting rid of ratting and some of the like the people that just like rat and steal loot really quickly. Y'all had mentioned something here that you maybe have a quality of life
Crows.
change there as well for like a lot of these streamers that go and kill people and people run and like steal their loot and run away. I guess instead of reminding everyone about that, did y'all have something for that in particular?
까먹이들. 이거는 아직 어떻게 하고
He's
싶어?
got something. Our man, the hero.
Oh man, save me.
이거 어떻게 할까요? 까먹이들.
일단은 이 원인가 너무 잘 알고 있고 이 문제는.
Yeah, so he
그다음
knows this intimately. He knows
해결해야
about
될 것들이 많이 있어요. 우리 일단은 그 매칭 Q 부분도 많이 개선도 좀.
He's just
해야
saying
되고, 그다음에
Korean
시스템
curse words right now.
그래서 결국에는 그 리스크보다 리워드가 크니까 이쪽에 더 가게 되고 이 플레이를 하게 되거든요. 그래서 이런 부분들을 조금 더 깊이 고민한 다음에 좀 해결책을 하나씩 좀 찾아갈 생각입니다.
Yeah. So he knows about the issue. He wants. So he has better tools too to start monitoring it. So he needs a little bit more time to figure out. But one of the things that he thinks is the root cause of this is that the risk reward ratio is not
Yes.
correct. So it incentivizes people to do that kind of behavior, right? Because it's not
Because they're not risking anything.
and I can get the most rewards that way, right? So
Yep.
he's like, okay, that's a hint for him is like, how I could approach that is make it more risky, right?
Got it. And then.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I didn't see
lastly,
it.
I think I
Right.
don't know how we're transitioning to the gameplay.
These
but you're gonna wanna get in
despicable
the dungeons
subhuman
to end
pieces
this
of
season.
shit who
Boxes
started to
and
take all the
dropping
jewelry
more
off my
artifacts. I
kill.
think they said
Yeah.
2 times the loot.
Yeah.
You already see what Luck is doing right now. There's a lot of fun stuff.
Actual
out there.
translation.
There's going to be some bloodbaths out there. The art, yeah.
We're sorry about the luck system. So
It's
That
pretty
is
fun.
fun.
I've done it a
No,
couple
no, no,
times
no,
where
no,
I've
no,
scooped
no.
streamers' kids. It's nice to be able to give them
there's
back
one
to them.
part where it has to-
You do feel like a
it
hero.
converts it to,
Scooping some guy, I've done it to regular players also, where they're like, bro, this guy killed me.
and it was
You know, when you
divided
when you used to be able to whisper people, bro, there's a warlock in this room. He killed me. I'll be like, yeah, dude, I'll avenge you. And you like scoop the kit, tell the guy to meet you in trade.
Go get your artifacts.
I miss that
Go
kind of
play with
stuff.
them in the arenas, and let's have a wonderful end of wipe as we look forward to season 9. The Ranger, Rogue, everywhere. Get nasty.
Great
get ready.
Q&A.
And,
It will be everywhere.
So, with
Thank
that
you so
being said,
much.
do I end the stream or and then we just restart it, or do we just keep it going and flow over?
I don't know. So
Yeah, we
okay,
didn't
we'll
have
end
this
it and we'll be
complete.
right back,
Yeah,
or we'll
we'll-
put that little. Can
Oh.
we put the what is it?
Yeah.
The-
We can go to the tavern table. So we'll
Okay.
be back.
Yeah,
In a
We'll be
little
in
way
bit.
better than the
We'll
last
talk,
Q&A.
so we don't know what we can get SDF to say in the dungeon.
Okay, yeah.
I will break the mic.
Out of all the streamers community members, yep. Be back for what? What else, dude? What else is gonna happen? Come on, man. The long looting periods for kills that you didn't make. Whatever happened to that? I liked it. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, man. I think it's just one of the things where like they got to put out a lot of small fires right now, Grim. So, they're playing Squire to Riches together. Okay. Should we watch? Should we watch like a game at least? It's nice to hear that the lads at Iron Mace have been playing the game a little bit more. That is something that definitely needed to happen. We'll kick up a little bit of tunes in the meantime. I don't know what song that was. I'm sorry about that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. I got some vanilla cigs. Nice, dude. Wouldn't give a shit, but it's Hunter Pence. I'd love a cigarette right now, dude. The guy's like a couple years older than me. He's a huge fan of his when he was playing. That's sick, dude. It's so cool. How bizarre is that? Well, a cat might have my tongue a little bit, but I am a little speechless. Wall climbing? Wall climbing was mentioned like 2 years ago, dude. Shadow Step. A great Q&A. Inferno rework. Ping system. Buddy system. Literally all the things I've been talking about constantly. Guild halls. Player housing. We'll see what they can come through on that. I think at this point we all at least understand that, like, yeah, I got these certain things that I think would be cool if they were in the game, but We've been promised plenty of stuff, and it's taken forever for some of that stuff to come true. Now, this last season was making a lot of good headway in the directions that most players have wanted. So, it's a rogue man, dude. I'm going to be climbing the limbs on the stream also, dude. Yo, if you can climb a tree, Shadow Step is going to be absolutely insane, dude. That's like, rogues need a gap closer, and it's way better if you give rogue abilities like that require, like where the counter isn't like an anti, you can't use your ability, right? A lot of the problems with invis in general is like your crouch. So your ability to like avoid getting spotted by a Hydra, by a light orb, light orb's faster than you are. So or like Ghost of Dust, and they last for forever, they last longer than your hide does. So like, what you need as a rogue is just something that moves you around the map. You just need to be able to move, man. Hydra is a crock of shits, but it does everything, dude. We'll be stream sniping SDF playing Squire to Riches and then doing Farty mode on him. Is he gonna be playing S2R right now? Nah, sucks. I'm chilling, dude. I'm absolutely devastated from work. I was playing a little bit of Crimson Desert when I got home from work and like fell asleep in my chair, dude. I imagine there's been a lot of talk in the creator Discord about PvE in HR. So I'm sure Paul is fairly active in the Discord. What up, Lord? Yeah, Crimson Desert's pretty fun. You can easily suck 1,000,000 hours in that game away, like literally doing nothing. Just like running around, flying, climbing a mountain. Doing like you meet like a stranger in the land. He goes, help me, I need chicken eggs. And then you're like, where am I going to get chicken eggs, dude? I hate being able to loot everything. I know. It gives me like Bethesda fugue state syndrome. I mean, the HR mobs make flanking like almost an impossibility. Because then you're frozen in like a side module just clearing mobs forever. Deserves to be bummed by a druid, dude. They're too fast. When you get hit with them, it's just massive tax. I mean, we actually haven't really had to deal with PvE problems that much this wipe, since we have to build so much PDR on our kits and HP on our kits and all that kind of stuff. Baldur's Gate bear scene with SDF. The Super Druid fan, dude. Wall running gonna help rogues navigate rooms for sure. Absolutely. I play a lot more ruins and crypts on rogue. It is frustrating for sure. You're just single killing one skeleton at a time. There's a lot of like, you took one too many steps in this room. You pulled 3 skeletons. A zombie and an archer are both shooting at you. If you don't kill the zombie, which takes forever to kill, the room's gonna be filled with gas. But also the skeleton archer is just laying into you. Compared to other classes that have like massive repost damage, longer range, more PDR, magic missile. Ramune before? I just had one after sauna. They'd be good. Ramune. Like the drink? The Japanese like sports drink kind of thing? Phantomizing Firewalk is AIDS, dude. Room's done. Yeah, the drink that you pop. Yeah, I've had Ramune. I think there was like a limited edition Final Fantasy health potion that was kind of like a Ramune. Ramune are good, dude. I love a Pocari Sweat and love a Calpico as well. Warlocks are the PvE class, especially with the Bard nerfs now. But also, keep in mind that the game should be, each class should have its asymmetrical design, right? It is nice when you have someone who's like a new player to the game, they're playing Wizard solo in a Squire kit and just dying a shit ton. You go, yo, dude, I know you're not going to like this, but you're either going to stick with the Wizard and suffer, or you're going to play Barbarian or Fighter. You know what I mean? And they might become a Barbarian or Fighter main, like, you know, for seasons after that. Let us rant about Warlocks some more. I mean, hit scan spells I think are bad for the game. Because it circumvents the risk-reward situation, right? You don't have to aim. It just hits you. It does a shit ton of damage. I mean, the like being low will as a rogue and like starting off with negative magic resist is like, it's fucking devastating, dude. It's devastating. Not being able to really build meaningful magic damage resist either. I mean, you can build magic resist, but you're really only getting up to like, what, 20, 30%? If you're building into it. Like, you just can't build that tanky as a rogue. Because you have to build so much damage. You have to build so much action speed. And you don't really have any perks that are really giving you that much damage or that much action speed or that much tanky stats. Half of your perks are going to hide. $15 damage base that only scales up, and then the dot. I know, the dot lasts absolutely forever, and it's healing them. I mean, if we... am I doing double audio? I might be doing double audio. I am sorry if I'm doing that. Cowards is right. There's been basically no attempt at looking at range damage and the risk and reward of it, like Paul was saying, at all in the game, right? It seems like a lot of the perks that were developed weren't like thought about how they synergistically work with a total kit and abilities and spells and all that sort of thing. They're just like cool ideas that they pumped out. So I'm hopeful for all of like the class rework kind of stuff, because it's like a way of sort of driving a little bit more thematic choices for that class. Like, I think all the fighter perks were great and really fit well with fighter. Fighter in combat should get some plus and minus. You know, having like I've been hit critically, I'm going full turtle mode. I think that's great. Those things have like ways of sort of counterplaying them to some degree. Guild leader hot take? Yeah, Bushka, the hot take is that there's no rogues at Iron Mace. No one's playing rogue over there, dude. And that if I were Iron Mace, I'd be figuring out that guild hall player housing situation first before I did anything else. One, because that's the fastest way. Rogue is getting frocked hard. Dude, Rogue is getting... They're milking us, dude. They're about to be big-tittied goblin bitches for the rogues, dude. Guild Hall is non-existent, but they did speak about it in the QnA. And they are working towards it. Player housing would be a good step in the right direction, but I think it's an indeterminate time of when that's going to happen. I'm just saying, if you added a guild hall to the game, some way of bringing everybody together, Inferno rework is sick. But that just, Bushka, that doesn't necessarily give us a timeline. Doesn't mean soon or anything like that, but it does mean like they want it. You know, they want to make it. I mean, the game kind of needs like a downtime activity just to capture people in it and to essentially allow people to kind of make up their own rules. I can add my nutsack to XDS desk tomorrow, dude. Nice. Pretty quick turnaround on that one. I mean, we're all adults. If you want to message people and talk shit, well, you can block them. I know, but it's a standard in communication practices in video games currently. You're talking way too fast, dude. Terry can't stream, dude. I'm a child. Nice. I just think, heard of Windrose? Oh, the pirate game? It's got too much house building, but being on a pirate ship and shooting cannons seems cool. I don't like building shit in games, dude. And I don't like chopping trees down in games or mining or whatever. I think in Dark and Darker in particular, right? There are times when you're just hanging out in the lobby. Don't lie, you love miners. Come on, dude. Come on, give me a break. So if you're just hanging out in the lobby, you know, looking at the market, whatever, watching someone stream. Slanos, don't pay any attention to what this guy's saying, dude. Come on. Come on, help me out here. You're on my side. Having just like a place to hang up allows you to meet people, make friends, talk about things in the game, you know, get advice, recover after a bad loss, play some dumb mini game, do things like, for instance, Bushka, I ran a fight club last season for about a couple months, right? Every Wednesday we would meet up. We'd go meet up in the dungeon, try to get in a nice secret space and like punch each other down, right? I got 6 hours in Rust. It's fun when you're unemployed, but if you got a couple hours every day, it's not that fun anymore. Nice, dude. Recover after losing 10 raids in a row, right? But a lot of people, think about people who aren't really diehard fans of the game who just enjoy it or are playing with their friends. I'm dead. I lost my 2 kits. See ya. We're out of here for the night. If you could like go into a tavern space and let's say, okay, we're just dueling each other. Man, I almost killed that guy, but I missed the repost on the longsword. Can we just like go into the tavern and just like practice repost drills? I mean, that kind of thing would be incredible, right? Because then you'd stay in the game for a while. Maybe by the end of it, you go, yeah, I feel pretty good about the repost thing. Let's try it out again. And you go back in the dungeon, right? When my boys get mad because I play like shit, but be playing 9 to 5. Yeah, I mean, you can't get mad at someone if they're not playing the game all the time. On the current content player base, people that play the game considerably, yes. Yeah, it's all veterans left. The guild is watching and training repost drills. Reposting my dagger, dude. It's just like, I would love to do Fight Club in the tavern, right? First to 10 punches. No shirt, no shoes. First rule about Dungeon Fight Club, please talk about Dungeon Fight Club. Just those kind of things. Having like a Goldshire Inn, as cringe as it is, but like having an opportunity for people to role play. There are plenty of people who fell in love with this game because of all the weird interactions that were happening in a dungeon. With VoIP and all that sort of stuff. The sort of like boxing everyone in. Yeah, Slash. Thank you. Hell yeah. I mean, also the game has so much weird information in it. Being able to share that information actually in the game instead of on YouTube, in a Discord server, all that kind of stuff. Like, the goal of the game design company should be to try to trap people in the game, keep people in the game, keep their attention in the game for as long as possible. Because the longer someone is in the game, the more they're going to fall in love, the more there's like a sunk cost fallacy and all this sort of stuff. The game gets really good after Season 3. Season 2 wasn't that good, but Season 3 is pretty good. You got to get halfway through Season 3, watch about 50 episodes, and the game gets good. Like that kind of thing. And there's a huge learning curve for this game. There's nothing else like it. So you can't really your skills don't translate from other games to this game very well. Pickpocketing and S2R got me to play again. I miss the goof and the banter. It's the tryhard shit that turns me off. A lot of people feel that way. A lot of people are like middle of the road. I'm kind of like a middle of the road guy. I like to sweat a little bit. But you miss out on all those interactions. A lot of when I first started playing this game, a lot of people that I would run into in the dungeon, you save them from a barbarian or from mobs or something like that. And you meet them, you can help them out. A little. What up, Joey? We had to stay up late, dude. We had a Q&A this evening with Hunter Pence, dude, the 2-time World Series MLB guy. I think he played for the Giants. Rare Trick is actually a huge fan, dude. Hunter Pence is Hunter Pierce, whatever the guy's name is a Dark and Darker fanboy, dude, and was in Korea. Pretty cool. I do enjoy PvP and all that, but when it's stat checks, it's kind of meh. Yeah, when everyone's just running two-hand weapons with like some sort of like damage steroid associated with it, and everything's headshot damage, and there's a repost, but my repost, hitbox is fucking huge, so you actually have swung through me and hit me, but then I've reposted it on the other side of me, and now I'm one-tapping you. Like, that kind of stuff feels really bad when you're using like a rapier. And you're like, you parry the Bardiche, go in for like the hit, go in for the repost, but then the second hit of the Bardiche, dude, just takes like 80% of your HP out. Couldn't hold my jockstrap, he would beat my ass, yes. He would probably beat your ass. He probably would. I mean, he's got to be getting up there in age, dude. I'm probably like a similar age as him. Trust me, dude, fighting's not really on the table anymore. It's too risky, dude. You could pull something. The knees are getting bad, I wrestled for 10 years, dude. Nice. You got me beat, dude. You definitely stand a chance. Had this Boklock who literally would just not stop chasing me. What's the room with all the traps down on the ground? It's like a quarry. In ruins? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yep. It's like Broken Bridge or something like that. It's not Broken Bridge, but it's some type of like, it's got the big long catwalks up top, healing shrine. He just, jeez, dude. Crouched, waited. Wants to hit you with the one tap. I mean, like, everyone basically this season has been running like one tap builds. If you can. You were in the suit and tie? Nice. But it seems like from what Paul said, that adjusting the risk and reward of certain builds, certain combinations, he doesn't want the reward to go away or the risk to go away, but it just should be managed. I'm not chasing a Timmy down. Nah, me neither, dude. Some people in this game are just ruthless, right? Especially when they RMT a kit. Timmy is who they like can kill, dude. Nice. You can tell with one look after a while if someone is looking for a fight. Yes. We both just died down there. It's sick, dude. Turn off my ad blocker. Nah, they went offline, dude. Terry doesn't know how to stream. He wouldn't use a microphone. RMT players are normally bad. Yeah, they're pretty bad most of the time. Well, also, like, Timmy's will hunt you down, dude. Timmy's will fucking just going ham, dude. They've been killed so many times that like bloodlust is in their eyes, dude. They've been fully bent over at 90-degree angles and looking into treasure boxes, you know, making it clap, throwing it back. They don't know. They don't know what they're doing anymore, dude. You try to like heal them and stuff. If they're swinging at you. One of my favorite clips ever of this game is with Party Chip, where there was like a very young squeaker that he ran into that was like, "Hey bro, I'll help you here. Take." He drops him like a legendary ruby, and then immediately swings on Party Chip, hits him once, and then starts going, "Come here, little Timmy, come here." It's so good, dude. It's so funny, dude. The kid must have been like 10 years old or whatever. It was just like, "Come here, little Timmy." Here we go. The boys are in now. You can't. I mean, it's such a bad idea to chase people. People are just going to reset constantly. You give your position up. You run you into a third party. Party Chip's pretty good. Pretty good at movement. Plays too risky, though. Best rogue player in the game is Czarface. He has patience and talent. Best mosquito rogue player is Vincent. I just need to chase down anyone I think is bad at the game. If it's a Timmy, I don't care, because I got a Rust brain. Killing a naked guy in Rust generally considered evil, but you don't really know if they have good stuff. They can be crazy rich. It's true. SDF, Blade Master G, dude. Blade Master G is good. And Paul. Dude, Paul's actually in the game, dude. It's him. He's in the game. Wow. Why would you play melee? It's ass. It's true. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. And because of that risk reward of range versus melee, people who are trying to play like the best thing in the game, there's definitely a type of player who's like, what's the best thing? Not like, what do I like the most, but what's the best thing? People are like that. He didn't have the cat ears in the office, though, dude. We got to get cat ears for Sound Skull. The dude's built with an aimbot in his hand-eye coordination. Yeah, Vincent's kind of crazy. Cody also incredible just on Ranger. Cody don't miss, dude. Cody don't miss. TLDR from the devs. A lot of stuff was talked about for next season. So, Inferno rework, Wintry, Standby, Rogue update happening by the end of the season. Going to get wall climbing and a shadow step. And Hyde is probably going to get either gutted or heavily adjusted. No dicks in chat, W. Shadow Step, dude. I've been making posts about Shadow Step. Cody is insane, dude. They also mentioned a ping and party system. So more robust communications in the dungeon, so you can make friends and talk to people instead of caveman bonking items on the ground and shit. Yes, for real, Atomic. He has a lot of skins. Nice. Let's see. What else? Boss rework. A Balrog boss teased for the new Inferno rework. They talked about adjusting sort of the cost benefit of range damage versus melee damage. Shadow step and wall running. Pog, dude. I think it's going to be wall climbing. What else? What else? Oh, they mentioned some things for Ranger, like explosive shot. The amazing Rogue Man. Is that a bird? Is it a plane? No, that's Rogue Man. There were some other things mentioned. They mentioned player housing and guild halls. SDF literally quoted as saying, "That is my dream. Guild halls are my dream." Wall climbing the double jump is going to feel so sick, dude. It's going to be so good. Some real Tenchu stealth assassin type of shit. They showed pictures of copyrighted Balrogs. Nah, you can't get sued for a pit fiend, dude, which literally looks exactly like a Balrog. Also, for everyone who wasn't here earlier in the beginning of the stream, I am going to be doing commentary for the Asia Warlord tournament. I guess East Asia. It will be at 1 in the morning next, like, Saturday. So, Friday night into Saturday. I will be doing the English commentary for it. I will be Joe Rogan, you know? Like official commentary. Yes, Latos. It's going to be the 18th, 1 a.m. on April the 18th. If you can't tell, I'm trying to ingratiate myself in Iron Mace, you know. I'm trying to you know, I'm janitor level, you know. New partner, content creator or whatever. I'm janitor level, dude. I basically just want to show up at the office and be like, "What do you guys need me to clean?" Get right on it, boss. You know. I'll clean it so you can eat off of it, sir. Your boots? No problem. Your penis? Would you like for me to use my mouth? Or a glove? Sumo commentary was sick. I've been wanting to get back into the sumo commentary. There's been some big, dude. There was a recent update of sumo news where basically one of the Mega Shira one sumos was I guess you call him a Rikishi or whatever, was like drunk and was like feeling up a lady and like inappropriately in like a public place. Yeah, what up, plug? Use your mouth. Some guys like the glove though. They like the medical aspect of, you know, a lubricated synthetic glove, latex glove, you know. Yo, dude, he's at Iron Mace playing. That's sick. So this guy like was feeling a lady up, rubbing her thigh, etc. And his stable master punched him and slapped him across the face and said, "You can't drink like this till you get blackout. Have some fucking respect for yourself." And they gave him some very light-handed punishments, but the stable master was demoted. I'm straight, but I'd watch that. Yeah, dude, a little rub and tug, little massage parlor action. Janitor's got to do it all, dude. And you got to clean up the mess afterwards. Let's tap in. Let's see what these guys are getting into. We're going to watch one of these games, and then I'm going to bed because I got to go to work tomorrow. But we'll be back tomorrow. You can also expect So Bad to probably have like a recap out tomorrow. Should add you on. Did they talk about if SDF should add you on Steam Friends or nah? Nah, they didn't talk about that. I'm just starting my day in like 2 hours. Nice. What level are these chumps? SDF is level 25. Blade Master G is 141, respectable. Paul's level 41. 1,000 fame on Paul, 93 fame on SDF. 93. So the guy who's made the game ain't really playing the game, dude. Surprise, surprise. Blade Master G, yes, rare, dude. How sick is that? How sick is Blade Master G, dude? It'd be cool if Hunter like streamed more often, you know? I mean, maybe he has been. He knows everybody. This is great, you know? Rare. This guy knows everyone. He's a long timer, dude. He's a long timer. Are you guys ready to watch this guy dodge fucking skeleton arrows in real life? Hold on. Let me move myself. Forgive me. They get ran down in under 5? Yeah, maybe. That's kind of crazy, dude. Hell yeah, dude. He's doing the Unga Bunga. No spec night, right? Yeah, they took the bosses out. He's locked in, dude. No. No. We got F's in the chat, dude. We got F's in the chat. No. Say it ain't so, dude. Fuck.
Iron Man.
Come on, man. Come on. I thought Korea had the best internet in the world. Yeah, dude, but Iron Mace can't figure out how not to do double audio. What happened? It's kind of crazy that they didn't have this like set up beforehand, dude. How did they not have this set up beforehand? Come on, dude. Before you go live, you gotta like make sure everything's working. Yeah, take it easy, Slatus. I'm gonna stay live for probably like another 20 minutes or so. Mamma mia, dude. Thanks, Terry. The chat, dude. Surprised we didn't get any like Black Marios or ASCII penises. We did have Terry was there. However, Terrence did not like babble on and on and on. No, everybody was there, dude. Grayson wasn't there. You could teach them how to stream, but only if they speak in my voice, dude. Dude, fingers crossed I get to hear an Iron Mace dev say the guild is watching at some point. God, he's forgettable. He's like that one white guy that's there. He's probably, I don't know if he's white. Shouldn't say that about people, I guess. Terrible thing to say these days. They'll probably get this fixed in the next game, huh? Terrible to guess someone's ethnicity by the color of their skin. Horrible, dude. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up, plays? The first name is tough, dude. Shisosha. Got it. Nailed it. Sausage. It's just pretty funny that like the developers of a video game can't figure out streaming, dude. Come on, I'm 40 years old, dude. It's not that hard. It is actually kind of complicated, and I make mistakes all the time, and things get fucked up pretty bad, and then I can't fix them either, especially if I've been drinking. But they have there's like a whole team of people, dude. 40-year-old Zoomer. I was working with a guy who is a little bit younger than me. His hair's already going gray, though. You know what I'm saying? Who was like, "Yeah, man, you know, like you can know all the words." I think I said like W. I said like, "Yeah, man, W, nice." And he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "You know, like wins and losses, like W." Did you say skibbity toilet? No, he wouldn't even know. He wouldn't even be able to like. If I said that word to him, he couldn't hear that word. I just assume anyone who looks on the internet, the guy said he watched Hassan Piker clips. How do you not know W? He also thought the shock the dog thing was fake. Say 6'7". Hassan, I know, dude. I mean, I can't. I'm trying not to be that mean to people's like, let's just say media appetite. I made apolitical, dude. Nice, dude. You put him in a chokehold when mentioning Piker? Nah. Oh, you know what? This is a funny take about Hassan. Hassan's Turkish, right? Could he actually be any more Turkish? You've got animal abuse. You've got gaudy clothes. You've got constant, like, harping about his political opinions are sort of better than yours, and he's this sort of self-righteous asshole. Like, he's just Turkish, dude. You know, like, he can't help it, man. That's just who he is. Commie LARPer with a Gucci bag is kind of correct, man. I mean, wouldn't be able to say for myself what would happen if I had a lot of money all of a sudden, but I probably wouldn't even begin to spend it. I probably wouldn't know what to do with it at all, dude. Sure, maybe a house or something like that, right? But definitely not a house in Hollywood. He's playing the game, Ray. You know what I mean? He's playing the game, dude. Buy food. I'd probably DoorDash a lot more and maybe get like some cool LARP stuff. A lot of pricey vocabulary and says a lot about nothing. It is kind of true. It is kind of. There's a lot of people like that. You shouldn't necessarily like. I don't necessarily care for Hassan Piker. Don't get me wrong, dude. But you know, the guy's making a show. He's the type of guy who's got to handle it, dude. Yo, Rick, you ain't wrong, dude. I've been posting about Shadow Step since the beginning of this week, dude. Paul was in the content creator chat. I'm just saying, I might have influenced it, dude. Hyde needs to be removed, to be honest, for real. It doesn't make a fun situation for anyone because now to balance it, there's like an infinite amount of counters to it. And then also with the way uniques are, which I don't necessarily think is that bad. It is kind of bad, but they're not that bad. Building like a 70 to 80% headshot damage kit and two to three tapping people right out of invis has no counterplay whatsoever. If there's a shadow step, think about a guy. Oh fuck! I saw a rogue, and you like bring a torch out, right? You got a torch out. I also watch Fish Tank. You got and like the rogue can't get to you because you're holding a torch. He can maybe get close to you, go to a different shadow, but a torch is something that like if he throws it, you can pick it up. I'm coming for you, Hassan Piker, dude. What do you say? I'm gonna wear your skin like one of your dresses. It's pretty good Candyman, dude. I've been terminally online since 1999, so I'm not really going anywhere. Every day to watch the current Fish Tank, it's okay. I wouldn't say, dude. The best Fish Tank was when they were playing paintball and doing vampire, whatever, dude. The vampire one was the best. It was actually good. Generally, actually good. Season 2 wasn't bad either. Season 4 was like Famous House or something like that. That one was starting to slip, I think. It's a massive day for unemployed, dude. I love the Sloptubers who farm Diddy Piker, dude. Hell yeah. You ever play League of Legends, bud? Yeah, I'm a jungle main, dude. Played League for about 10 years. Love Ivern. You know Zed's W? Yes. I agree, that would be sick on Rogue. You have like a little bit of a telegraph, and then you can teleport to your clone or whatever. We'll see how they implement it. Family style. It is confirmed. So Shadow Step is going to be in the game. Yeah, we're going to get probably access to it by the end of this what? Tall and fat dude. Frank Hassel. Oh, not ASL fatty dude. That's short and fat dude. Frank Hassel. Frank Hassel with the Twin Tower tattoo on his back. That guy's kind of just a freak, dude. Yes, that guy is actually crazy. I think that poor fella Ian, whatever, did a documentary on him. Yeah, poor fella for real, dude. iDubbbz, dude. iDubbbz. When you were in the green bodysuit stream, like, making vids with Filthy Frank, dude, it was pretty peak. It was a good moment in time. What have you done, dude? He probably got CTE from boxing training, man. What's really funny, this is a nice one for you old heads out there. If you meet someone who's like into Joji, show him some Filthy Frank videos, dude. Show him that guy like eating hair ramen and throwing it up. And say, that's the guy who's making these sad romantic songs. You still like him? Dude, it'll break him. Show him. Give me the pussy balls. Show him anything, dude. Pink. Show him just pink guy. I also love Filthy Frank, dude. You telling me Joji is a racist and a bigot and does revolting, disgusting shit? Yeah, he's Japanese or whatever. He's doing like performative racism for sure, dude. Who's Japanese? I thought that was allowed over there. Are these guys back yet? Dude, no stream. Pink guy cooks stir fry and wraps. I mean, there were a couple of people at work that I welcomed to the yeah. All right, gentlemen. Nice chatting with you. I got to get up in 4 hours. W work. I did have like an incredible tree climb today. That was pretty funny. While my crew leader was absolutely just trash talking me the whole time. It was pretty funny, dude. I get to like sit in a meeting tomorrow, so that's gonna be pretty nice. We have like a state of the company meeting kind of thing. It's gonna be sick. There's gonna be donuts and coffee, and then I get to like do all the maintenance on big trucks and chainsaws and stuff. Do a little weed eating. Don't fall asleep in the trees. Nah, we're not going out in the trees tomorrow. It's just maintenance day around the lot. Probably be wrapping up around like 1 or so. So I'm either going to come home and work on videos, try to get all these anime weirdos out of the tavern, mix it up again. Probably just add a shit ton of shadow clones. Hold on, stand by.
He climbs the limbs in the light, but brings the streams at night.
Let's see if I can do something fun real quick.
He climbs the limbs in the light.
You guys will get to see the sausage getting made right before your eyes, all right? You know, we can add like, start adding these guys everywhere, dude. You know what I'm saying? Could maybe... Alright, you know how like I got... Alright, hear me out. You know how there's like the colored clones here? I could add like a bunch of shadowy clones and like put them all over. So there's just a lot of me's in the tavern. My shadow clones. That's one possibility. Fall damage is a horrid idea. We'll see. I mean, Sir Red, what you got to remember is like how many of these things are actually going to happen. On the biggest things, Inferno rework, Balrog boss, Rogue and Ranger update happening before the end of the season, Shadow Step, and Wall Climb mentioned. A mention of trying to adjust the risk and reward of range damage, I think is pretty big and significant. I don't know, dude. I'm losing it a little bit. There will be a Reddit post that So Bad Strange uploads for sure. Oh, inventory sorting was one. Yep. A ping and party / friend system update. Yeah. Yo, Tucky, what's good, man? Are you Twitch Mega Millionaire yet? Nah, not a Mega Millionaire, dude, but we had some pretty good things happen recently. We are now partnered with Iron Mace. I will be doing the Asia Warlord Tournament commentary next weekend. Yeah, we're moving up, dude. We're moving up. Anything about social hub or clans? They did mention Guildhall. SDF was quoted as saying, "Guild halls are my dream," and they were talking about maybe in the short term they could do something about giving people a personal housing space. Yeah, basically, Sir Red, they mentioned that they kind of like, so they adjusted the movement speed thing, which was good in general, but what they haven't really adjusted is now like range damage to melee damage. You're always at risk of trading in melee. You're not really at risk of trading at ranged. You can dodge a lot easier, that kind of thing. Wonder if Dark and Darker is taking a step back in Iron Mace's priority list? Nah, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. It does seem pretty slow, but that's, I think, Orange Juice, I think that's more of a product of them having difficulty of hiring talent because of the bad blood that they have, the bad reputation they have in Korea. So I honestly think that if SDF is working on this additional side project kind of thing, that's actually not a bad idea. One, it's given us pull. Two, it has the ability to let Iron Mace restore their reputation, add to the Dark and Darker IP, and potentially be able to hire and get better investors and that kind of stuff again. Which means that they'll be like, when you get a lot of money from investors, you spend it on hiring people, so you don't have to pay taxes on it. which is what they need to do. But it's people have been discouraged from working at Iron Mace because of their reputation of being thieves or whatever. It's just a little different in the West, right? Like, we kind of always love an underdog, like fighting against the big man. In Korea, it's seen as like, these guys are criminals. I do love this game also. There's nothing like it. I don't think there will ever really be something else like this. Just saw QnA for the first time in a while. The dude went from Twink to Johnny Bravo. I know. Yeah, dude. He's huge, dude. Do you know any other language? How are you casting in Asia? They want an English cast of Asia. They just want like a... I mean, I already mentioned to Grayson about... Yeah, dude, I can only speak English. And badly. Who are the fair maidens on the screen? A couple people in the chat know who they are. Mistress Dawn. They're the tavern maidens, babe. Come on. They're the tavern maidens. They work here. They need to get someone like Burnt Peanut to play. Oh my god, dude. Could you imagine? Burnt Peanut. It'd be fun to just watch Burnt Peanut get his fucking speckled ass roasted, dude. My Burnt Peanut impression. Wait, was that something on YouTube? What? I don't know. Yeah, Summit was playing. They've had some big streamers play the game, and they were big streamers playing the game when it first came out. But with all the social stuff gone from the game, it's going to be hard to attract Burnt Peanut comment. %, all the people Peanut would bring to the game. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it'd be huge. He's probably expensive though, don't you think? Hold on, I'm looking for another Shadow clone. Nope. Can't find it easily. Bummer. Have you turned your back on Rogue yet? Never, dude. Never, Tucky. It's only Rogue. We've been frying people in the dungeons, dude. He already likes extraction games. Wonder if he played it before he was big. It's possible, for sure. I've had mixed feelings about the popularity of this game. Like, it may not be good for the game if it becomes too popular with a ton of players. I don't want the already existing community to be left in the dark and be outvoiced by the new arrivals. I think in general, this game probably should keep a player base of around 10 to 20,000 players. Of active, engaged, interested players. Yeah, I feel like it's just too niche. It's just too niche of a game. It's about how sexy the female goblins are, dude. 20k would be neat, but 200k? I just don't think the game could really ever get there. It doesn't really have that appeal. Yet. It could have that appeal in the future. But it just doesn't have it yet. You know, 200k is like a game like Arc Raiders where like everybody can kind of play it. Right? And Arc Raiders appeals to the Helldiver's dad. The Helldiver unks, dude. They don't want to play this game, dude. I just want another hype season. So do I, dude. So do I. This one was pretty good. Definitely a huge step in the right direction. Invis Rogue still in the game. Woo! This game is just too niche. It isn't easy to learn. Yeah, it's hard to find things out. The progress of development is very slow. 10k concurrent in the dungeon would be great. I mean, we kind of probably have like 10k-ish plus players playing this game daily right now. Double jump wall run, close it viz unlocked, dude. Yeah, Bleachy, same, dude. We're back, baby. We're back. I'll have to go around to all the other streamers' chats and apologize profusely. when they mentioned it, Inboss did say, "Guild leader, I feel like you caused this," or something like that. This is your fault. Finally, a way to gap close. I know it's gonna be great. In 4 months, whenever next wipe is. Nah, fuck them. Keep crying. Nah, the apology is just. I don't mean it, Bleachy. It's Morgan, dude. Just trying to be the big man in the room, you know. Do what's right. What did he say? He said, what are you apologizing for? I said, well, yeah. He goes, thanks for apologizing, man. Call this game dead. We have a healthy player base, even this late into the wipe. I would agree, Sir Ed. Best gap closer in the game. Yeah, Bleachy, he just doesn't know, dude. He just doesn't know. He just doesn't know, man. Best gap closer in the game is easily Sorcerer Teleport or the giant AoE shout from Barbarian with Achilles. Or Rage. I've entered Rogue Brain Rot. That's all I play, dude. I mean, look, I would be the first person to tell you that Invis is absolutely busted and not good for the game. I've been advocating for changes to Rogue Invis for forever. To say it's the best gap closer, it's not. Basically what I meant was that I want the game to continue being the niche. I don't want a bunch of new players to come in and start demanding shit that isn't darker and darker. I would agree. He thinks gap close is people walking on top of you. Dude, it's thigh gap close. Keep your thigh gaps closed in the chat, please. Should add rapier support to rogue. I think short sword. A little bit more roguish. I'd rather have speed and high skilled ceiling. Yeah, I would agree with that. Pretty much all rogues feel the same. 10% move speed, 2 uses, low CDR. I mean, but trust me, dude, it's not as good as you think. It's not as good as you think, Harry. The rogue hate is appreciated, though. I will let you know, Harry, that every rogue likes to see the rogue hate. Generally, everyone, I think, enjoys the hatred on their beloved class. Yeah, rogue's good, for sure. It's insanely busted at high gear and absolutely miserable at low gear, currently. No one ever said rogue was bad. No one said that. Gentlemen, we're going to send the raid off, see who's left out there. We'll be back tomorrow. Thoughts on the maiden in the dark red outfit? She's a babe, dude. Hard to get her attention, though. We're going to raid SBS. Looks like he's playing some Elden Ring. Keep your eyes open. Walk in the shadows, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in so late. A lot of you staying up late, dude. Get some sleep out there, all right? Godspeed.